The dragon is pissed our boy is trying to hunt it, but it's also kinda intrigued. Our boy hits him with the "I'm not running" stare, looking all serious and determined. Turns out he's not leaving without his little slime buddy, Purin. Ah, friendship. This absolute madman squares up against a dragon with nothing but a damn stick. The dragon is unimpressed and charges up a finisher while our boy is already folded. Our boy is on the ground crying, completely accepting his L. It's not looking good. He apologizes to Purin as a massive beam of light just erupts from nowhere. We get a flashback to him as a kid, playing with his little slime friend. He's holding Purin up like Simba, just pure, wholesome best friend energy. Kid version of our boy promises they'll be together forever. Cue the emotional power-up. The flashback continues with his mom giving him the "I'm not mad, just disappointed" look. Kid version of our boy is absolutely heartbroken, clinging to Purin for dear life. And then he just leaves his little slime buddy in the middle of some creepy forest. Cold. The shot of him walking away while Purin cries is just a straight-up villain origin story moment. Our boy Taishi jolts awake in class. The whole dragon thing was a guilt-fueled nightmare. He's sitting there trying to figure out why his brain decided to replay his biggest L. And of course, some ginger bully and his smug-looking friend roll up to start shit. They're calling him F-rank trash while slamming his head on the desk. Bro can't catch a break. Now they're shaking him down, asking if he ran their little errand for them. Taishi just looks defeated, completely used to being the class punching bag. The smug-looking friend tries to justify the bullying, saying they paid Taishi for the request. The main bully, Kasai, starts charging up some electric magic, looking way too happy about it. Taishi is about to get a face full of lightning, looking absolutely terrified. Kasai goes full psycho, screaming about Taishi being F-rank trash while preparing to blast him. A blonde girl suddenly intervenes, and our boy Taishi looks completely shocked someone is helping him. This girl Karen calls Kasai out for using magic in class and threatens to snitch. Kasai tells Karen to mind her own business, still trying to act tough while she's shutting him down. The rest of the class starts gossiping about Karen, the sexy heroine, and some other dude's confession. Kasai completely loses it, accuses them of dating, and threatens to kill them both. This dude escalated fast. He tries to pull rank on her, but Karen stands her ground, ready to throw hands with a higher rank. Taishi is back at his desk, probably trying to get his heart rate back to normal. The teacher finally shows up, completely oblivious that he just walked into a crime scene. The psycho bully Kasai finally backs off, but you know he's not done with this shit. Kasai throws a parting threat at Karen and Taishi, who's still looking shell-shocked. And just like that, we're back to class, pretending a kid didn't just try to use lightning magic. The teacher immediately launches into a history lesson about dungeons, because priorities. He asks the class a question and gets total silence, which is apparently the correct answer. We get the mandatory epic lore dump about how dungeons and monsters just appeared on Earth. Apparently, this apocalypse was great for business and gave humanity a new goal: get good. Teach wraps up his big motivational speech about destiny, trying to inspire these kids. The teacher is still yapping about destiny, but our boy Taishi is thinking it's more of a curse. Then we get this creepy flash of a girl saying their meeting is both fate and a curse. Taishi looks completely zoned out, realizing he's heard this ominous line somewhere before. Teach asks why people hunt, and the class yells about getting rich and famous. Standard. Some random dude asks if they can just hit an SS-rank dungeon to power level. Genius idea. The term SS-rank dungeon clearly triggers some bad memories for our boy Taishi. The rest of the class of morons are all hyped, planning a field trip to their own deaths. The teacher finally drops the happy-go-lucky act and gets real with these clueless kids. And by real, he means showing them a picture of two massive dragons ready to fold them. He explains it's an unconquered hellhole full of S-class monsters, and suddenly everyone's quiet. The teacher keeps explaining that these low-level scrubs wouldn't even survive the walk to the entrance. The class of future corpses is still underestimating the danger, acting like it's a walk in the park. Teach flexes his A-rank status, telling these brats he's been there and they couldn't even find the place. And then our boy Taishi slowly raises his hand, about to drop a bombshell on the whole class. The entire room just stops as everyone turns to stare at the F-rank kid who's actually speaking up. Taishi asks if going there as a kid counts, looking like he's having a full-on Vietnam flashback. Karen, the girl who saved him, is looking at him like he just grew a second head. The psycho bully Kasai is just looking at him with pure, unadulterated, "you're full of shit" energy. The teacher immediately roasts Taishi, asking if he's confusing a death trap with a trip with his mom. The whole class starts gossiping, calling Taishi a liar because he's a magicless F-rank. The class peanut gallery is still calling Cap, saying our boy is just trying to look cool. Taishi slams the desk, getting all emotional and insisting he's telling the truth. Karen is looking at him all concerned, probably wondering if this dude is delusional or for real. The psycho bully Kasai is in the back, giving Taishi the death stare for daring to speak. And scene change, we're outside the school now that the bell of salvation has rung. Another flashback hits, showing Kid Taishi and Purin in happier times, just to twist the knife. Our boy is sitting alone on a bench, probably replaying his greatest hits of failure and regret. He's whispering his lost slime buddy's name, still completely hung up on his past L. Karen, the girl who saved him, just pops up next to him, calling him out for being a loner. Taishi is completely shocked that she's even acknowledging his existence outside of a beatdown. Karen tries to get our boy to open up, but he's still in his emo phase. Taishi deflects, saying he's just thinking about the memories he blurted out in class. And speak of the devil, the psycho bully Kasai and his crew roll up to continue the harassment. This new blonde bully is giving Taishi a look that just screams, "I'm about to ruin your life." Kasai's smug friend gets way too close for comfort, while Taishi just wants to be left alone. The smug friend pulls out a camera, telling Taishi to go take a picture of the SS-rank dungeon. The new blonde bully dares him to bring back proof, basically sending him on a suicide mission. Karen steps in again, threatening to snitch on Kasai for being a complete psychopath. Taishi, trying to be a hero, makes a deal to get the photo if they leave Karen alone. Karen tries to stop him, but our boy is dead set on this dumbass plan, thanking her for her help. Taishi's inner monologue reveals he's going back to that death trap to find his slime buddy, Purin. He puts on a brave face for Karen, telling her not to worry because he's doing this for a friend. The new blonde bully accepts the deal, looking down on Taishi like he's already won. He lays out the terms, fail, and you become our personal plaything for life. Yikes. And our boy is off, pedaling his way to a suicide mission on a rusty-ass bicycle. Taishi rides through the same creepy forest from his nightmares, looking way too determined for this dumb plan. He finally arrives at the spot, a massive cliff face that just screams, "Turn back now, idiot." Our boy looks up and confirms this is the entrance to the SS-rank dungeon he got clowned for knowing. He walks right past a giant "Do Not Enter" sign because warnings are for people who value their lives. Inside the cave, he pulls out the camera and immediately starts calling for Purin, the real reason he's here. Taishi is wandering around the death cave, yelling for his slime buddy like a lost kid at the mall. He hears a noise and immediately gets his hopes up, thinking he's found his long-lost friend. But nope, it's just some weird pink demon dog thing. The disappointment is real. Our boy starts trauma dumping on the random monster, projecting his guilt about abandoning Purin. A random butterfly shows up, and suddenly Taishi is having a Disney princess moment in a death dungeon. He's getting all sentimental, thinking maybe this place isn't so bad after all. Famous last words. Taishi starts questioning his own traumatic memories, wondering if he was just being a baby. He's trying to stay positive while a literal kaiju is staring him down from the shadows. He's so cooked. The monster is completely unimpressed, calling him weak while Taishi finally realizes he's about to die. And just like that, the ground explodes as the monster decides playtime is officially over. Our boy Taishi gets absolutely yeeted across the cave by the monster's first move. He's already on the ground looking completely wrecked and the fight hasn't even started. Taishi looks up into the darkness, probably realizing he should have just stayed home. The monster just launches him into the air like a rag doll. This is a one-sided beatdown. Our boy is desperately trying to crawl away from whatever the hell is coming for him. And it's a damn dragon, just like in his nightmare, calling him out for being weak. Taishi is just sitting there, completely stunned that he's facing a literal dragon. The dragon does a victory lap while monologuing about how Taishi's presence is an insult. It gets right in his face, basically asking him what his F-rank ass plans to do now. He's on his knees next to the busted camera as the dragon calls him what everyone else does. Trash. The dragon hits him with the exact same insults as the bullies, calling him worthless F-rank trash. Our boy finally snaps, grabbing a stick and telling the dragon to put some respect on his name. This absolute madman squares up to a dragon with a stick, saying he's gonna hunt it. We've seen this before. The dragon is literally laughing at him, calling him interesting just like in the nightmare. Taishi hits him with the "I'm not running" stare, fully committed to this terrible idea. And it's all for his slime buddy Purin. This dude's loyalty is gonna get him killed. He actually charges the dragon, stick raised, like he's the main character of a different story. The dragon is just looking at him like, "Really, bro? This is your big plan?" And he immediately gets swatted away like a fly. So much for the heroic charge. Taishi is already folded on the ground as the dragon calls him a fool. Yeah, no shit. The dragon charges up a finisher, basically telling Taishi he gets style points for dying so bravely. Our boy is on the ground crying and accepting his L just like in the damn nightmare. He apologizes to Purin as a massive beam of light erupts, and we're thinking, here we go again. Except this time, Taishi gets zapped by the light and is screaming, not just lying there waiting to die. He's on his feet, staring down some kind of massive energy dragon that just appeared out of nowhere. Our boy is looking all confused, like he just got a random power-up he didn't sign up for. A literal pillar of light just nukes the area, because why not at this point? Taishi is trying not to get blinded by his own sudden plot armor. And just like that, the dragon that was talking all that shit is now completely folded on the ground. Our boy is just standing there, completely clueless about how he just accidentally one-shot a dragon. Taishi is staring at the folded dragon, and his slime buddy Purin is just chilling on its head. And Purin looks pissed, like he's been waiting years to give Taishi a piece of his mind. Our boy is completely stunned, finally reunited with the friend he went on a suicide mission for. And cue the flashback because of course we need the origin story right now. Kid Taishi is remembering his first field trip, where he apparently met his little slime buddy. But wait, they're at some kind of exhibit looking at a model of an F-rank slime. The field trip was to a whole-ass amusement park, not some creepy forest. What's going on? We got mascots and everything. This is looking more like a Disney trip than a monster hunt. The whole class is watching a parade, so that creepy forest memory is looking real sus right now. Kid Taishi is with his parents, having the time of his life. This is a completely different origin story. The flashback continues with a parade, and some little princess girl is waving from a float. A close-up reveals she's a blonde kid, and someone points out she's Taishi's age. Plot thickens. The Monster March is just a bunch of dudes in costumes, a far cry from the real shit. Kid Taishi is watching some King Buffalo mascot, looking less than impressed with the performance. Turns out he's actually terrified, asking his mom if they can leave the scary monster show. The mascot lets out a roar for the crowd, which is definitely not helping the situation. And yep, Kid Taishi is about to piss his pants. This explains a lot about his F-rank energy. He decides he's out, running away from the parade because monsters are too spooky for him. Our boy is just booking it through the crowd, completely panicked over a guy in a suit. And of course, he runs right into the little princess girl, setting up the most cliché meet-cute ever. The little princess girl immediately calls him out for being a menace, already got that main character energy. Kid Taishi just throws out a quick apology and keeps running, too busy being a coward to care. She's left there completely stunned, probably the first time a boy has ever run away from her. His inner monologue confirms he ran away from a theme park because a mascot was too scary. Pathetic. He ends up in a random forest, going on about hating monsters while looking for a place to hide. Our boy is kicking rocks, having a full-blown existential crisis about being a total coward. The rock he kicked starts moving on its own, because of course this forest is haunted or something. He finally stops his emo walk to realize he has absolutely no idea where the hell he is. The panic finally hits and our boy starts crying for his dad, completely losing his shit. And just to make things worse, the sky opens up and it starts pouring rain. His day is cooked. Kid Taishi is hiding in the bushes, crying for his parents because he's a lost little baby. He's got the single anime tear going, fully embracing his F-rank potential even as a kid. He stumbles upon a giant cliff face, which just so happens to be the SSS-rank dungeon entrance. His genius plan is to hide from the rain in the obviously not dangerous murder cave. He's inside now, thinking he's safe while standing at the front door of hell itself. Our boy thinks the death cave has a mystical vibe. Bro, that's called a bad omen. He's just looking around, completely oblivious that he's in the last place a child should ever be. And of course, he decides to wander deeper into the darkness. What could possibly go wrong? The camera pans over to a little slime just vibing on the floor. Oh shit, it's him. Taishi spots the slime and gets hyped, deciding to investigate the first real monster he's ever seen. Kid Taishi is about to make a friend when the real-life version of that scary mascot shows up. Our boy is frozen solid, realizing this ain't a dude in a suit this time. He recognizes the King Buffalo from the parade, and the PTSD is kicking in hard. His brain finally catches up and tells him to dip before he becomes a snack. The little slime buddy makes a noise, completely unaware it's about to get them both killed. And just like in the nightmare, our boy is about to abandon his friend to save himself. He hits the slime with the "I'm too weak" excuse, already perfecting his F-rank mindset. The King Buffalo is about to turn Purin into an appetizer, and our boy is just watching. We flash back to the exhibit, reminding us what he learned about slimes just a few hours ago. The plaque literally says slimes are timid and get lonely easily. Oh, the guilt trip is coming. The king buffalo opens wide, ready to make Purin its next meal. But our boy Taishi makes a last-second dive, shielding the little slime with his own body. The monster just stops, completely confused why this human kid is protecting a low-level snack. Taishi introduces himself while calling the slime out for trying to fight something so big. He holds Purin tight, deciding that if they're both scaredy cats, there's only one thing to do, and that's to run like hell. Our boy grabs his new friend and immediately books it. The flashback confirms he scooped up Purin and got the hell out of that murder cave. He's still running, admitting in his head that he has no idea why he even saved him. But at the end of the day, he just couldn't bring himself to leave the little guy behind. He asks the slime its name, and the little dude just names himself Purin on the spot. Kid Taishi makes it official, naming his new slime buddy Purin after its own sound. He promises they'll be together forever, right before his parents find him and ruin the whole vibe. His mom immediately shuts him down, explaining he can't just adopt a monster without a contract. And just like that, the dream is dead, and our boy looks absolutely crushed by the rules. His parents decide this is a teachable moment, while Taishi is forced to walk his friend back. He's back in the forest, apologizing to Purin for breaking a promise he made 5 minutes ago. Our boy puts his little slime buddy down, and we're about to see the real version of his biggest L. He offers Purin some bread as a parting gift, which is the saddest peace offering ever. Purin is just happily munching away, completely unaware he's about to get ghosted. Taishi hits him with the "I'm too weak" excuse, solidifying his F-rank mentality from a young age. Purin is just smiling, completely oblivious that his new best friend is about to ghost him. Kid Taishi makes the classic shonen promise to get stronger and come back, which we know didn't happen. Our boy's inner monologue is just twisting the knife, remembering Purin's smile as he walked away. And there's the little slime buddy all alone at the murder cave entrance, looking sad as hell. Taishi's narration confirms he found out later he'd left his friend in a literal death trap. He explains he couldn't go back because he was a talentless F-rank, getting bullied instead of leveling up. For 6 years, our boy stayed a complete scrub, unable to keep his promise. Oof. But Purin, yeah, he spent that time evolving into a whole-ass dragon. That's one hell of a glow-up. Back in the present, Taishi is having a tearful reunion, hugging his little slime buddy like his life depends on it. He's hitting Purin with the heavy apology, finally making good on that promise from 6 years ago. Our boy is holding up Purin like he just won the Super Bowl, both of them hyped as hell. Taishi asks his slime buddy if he's the one who just one-shot a damn dragon. The glow-up is real. He's back on his F-rank bullshit, whining about being weak while his friend is a literal god. Purin does not care about ranks and is just happy to be reunited with his best friend. Taishi asks his now overpowered slime buddy if he'll still make a contract with his weak ass. He immediately shuts himself down, saying he can't make a contract because he's a scrub. Purin is not having any of that self-pity, and Taishi is completely lost. A damn system window just pops up in front of him, because of course it does. Our boy is looking at the pop-up like he's never seen a computer before. The game is offering him a free power-up by inheriting Purin's abilities. Say yes, you idiot. Taishi is bugging out, realizing the game is offering him a free carry from his slime buddy. Our boy is looking up at the system window like it's the Holy Grail, ready for his glow-up. The system hits him with the big question, and there's only one right answer here, my guy. Taishi is still trying to process that he's about to get a god-tier power-up from a slime. Purin is basically screaming, "Do it," ready to turn his best friend into a main character. Our boy gives his slime buddy a look that says, "All right, let's get this bread." He finally hits the yes button, officially accepting the terms and conditions of not being trash anymore. And just like that, our boy is engulfed in a massive pillar of "I'm not F-rank anymore" energy. Taishi is screaming his lungs out as the power-up sequence kicks in. No pain, no gain. The light fades and... Wait, who the hell is this four-eyed dude? Did he just get a whole new character model? Taishi is checking himself out, wondering why the big light show didn't turn him into a god. He has a sudden flashback, remembering some fine print from the user agreement he clearly skipped. Oh yeah, Teach said you can't contract a monster stronger than you. That's a pretty big loophole. Our boy immediately goes back to emo mode thinking he failed and his slime buddy dipped. But Purin is back on his head, looking pissed that Taishi gave up so damn easily. Taishi starts apologizing again, still stuck on his "I'm too weak" F-rank bullshit. Purin decides to take matters into his own hands, turning into a damn VR headset. The slime buddy zaps him, and our boy gets knocked on his ass for his lack of faith. Taishi is on the ground while Purin just splits in two because why the hell not? Close up on his eyes, which probably just got a software update from his slime buddy. Taishi finally gets a look at Purin's stats and realizes his slime buddy is a level 777 SSS-rank god. Our boy is completely bugging out, trying to process that his friend is the most OP thing in existence. The realization finally hits that he just got a power-up from a literal final boss. He checks the folded dragon's stats, confirming it was only SS rank. Yeah, it never stood a chance. Taishi asks if this new stat vision is one of Purin's powers, while Purin looks ready for a snack. Purin is drooling and looking absolutely feral, and our boy is completely clueless about why. It finally clicks that his slime buddy is looking at the dead dragon like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Our boy is trying to figure out the logistics of how they're gonna bag a whole-ass dragon. He suddenly remembers Purin has a transcendent storage skill, the ultimate doggy bag. Taishi tells his slime buddy to use his inventory skill and yoink the entire dragon corpse. Purin just slurps up the entire dragon corpse like a goddamn spaghetti noodle. Our boy is completely losing his mind over how OP his little slime buddy's inventory skill is. He's back to holding Purin up like Simba, gassing his friend up for being so amazing. Taishi gets all sentimental, ready for a long catch-up session now that they're finally reunited. He brings up the sad parting bread from 6 years ago, and Purin looks like he remembers. Our boy is ready to dip and get some celebratory bread when he suddenly freezes in his tracks. Purin is on his shoulder looking absolutely pissed, sensing some new bullshit is about to go down. And yup, some giant nightmare fuel spider monster just dropped in to ruin the wholesome reunion. We get a close-up on this creepy-ass thing and it looks like it wants to wear Taishi's skin. Our boy is already on the ground asking if another monster showed up. Bro, it's right there. Our boy is using his new stat vision, finally seeing what kind of bullshit he's dealing with. It's an SS rank queen spider, and Taishi immediately knows they are completely fucked. Purin goes full bodyguard mode, turning into a slime shield to protect his useless master. The spider monster goes for the kill shot, trying to turn our boy into a shish kebab. But Purin's goo shield is OP as hell, completely tanking the hit like it was nothing. The spider switches tactics, spitting some kind of nightmare fuel poison beam right at them. The poison splatters right next to them, and Taishi looks like he just saw his life flash before his eyes. That purple shit is literally melting the cave walls. Yeah, that would have been a bad day. Our boy is looking concerned, probably realizing his slime buddy is doing all the work again. Taishi starts breaking down the fight, warning Purin about the rock-melting poison like a pro gamer. Taishi is freaking out while his slime buddy is still tanking hits like a champ. The nightmare spider is looking pissed that a damn slime is blocking all its best moves. Our boy has a galaxy brain moment, announcing the spider's weakness is its head. No shit, Sherlock. The spider monster decides to spit another wad of that nightmare fuel poison right at them. Purin takes the poison shot directly to the face for his boy. That's a real one. It's not looking good for our slime buddy, who's getting absolutely melted by that acid spit. The spider thinks it just won, looking all smug like it just ended the whole damn fight. But a surprise golden slash comes out of nowhere, and the spider is caught completely lacking. The attack pins the spider's legs to the ground, completely immobilizing the damn thing. And it's not Taishi, but some new ginger dude wielding Purin as a goddamn sword. Plot twist. Our boy's inner monologue confirms the contract actually worked, so that whole "you're too weak" thing was just a loading screen. This new ginger dude tells some creepy long-haired monster he's already downloaded its entire moveset, and he immediately goes for the kill shot, saying he knows exactly how to fold this thing. The fight's over, and our boy Taishi is standing there with a full-on main character glow-up. He's looking way more confident with his slime buddy back on his shoulder, the ultimate duo. And they're off, with Taishi pedaling home while Purin rides shotgun in the bike basket. Just a chill ride home. Our boy's probably still processing that he's not F-rank trash anymore. Taishi pulls up to his apartment, officially bringing his long-lost friend home after 6 years. He's all smiles, inviting Purin in like nothing's changed between them. Wholesome as hell. But the happy vibe immediately dies as our boy's face drops. Something's clearly wrong. Taishi realizes his apartment is a complete shithole, and he's embarrassed to show his god-tier friend. Our boy goes into full panic cleaning mode, trying to make his place presentable for his long-lost buddy. We see his bookshelf is a straight-up shrine to slimes. This dude has been down bad for years. Purin is just happy to be there, not giving a single damn about the mess. The happy vibe gets cut short as Purin spots something that makes him go full Pikachu face. Purin sees a memorial shrine with pictures of Taishi's family, and the mood just nosedives. Taishi starts lighting incense, and we're suddenly in the middle of a very somber moment. He drops the bomb that his parents are dead and he's been living alone this whole time. Our boy tries to force a smile, saying at least he has Purin now to fill the void. Purin's stomach growls, completely breaking the tension and reminding Taishi his friend needs a snack. Our boy Taishi hits the fridge, hoping for a miracle to feed his god-tier slime buddy. And it's completely empty except for some mayo and pudding. Bro is down bad. He's having a full-blown crisis, realizing he's too broke to even afford a celebratory meal. Purin is not about to let his best friend starve, looking like he's got a plan. The little dude shapeshifts into a mini-dragon, flexing his new form for his broke-ass friend. Taishi is completely stunned, asking if Purin just mimicked the dragon they folded earlier. And then Purin just spits the entire SS-rank dragon corpse onto the damn floor. Our boy is absolutely hyped, realizing his slime buddy is also a walking, talking pantry. Taishi's big brain finally kicks in, realizing monster meat is a valuable ingredient they can eat. He asks Purin how to access the inventory, ready to turn this shithole apartment into a 5-star restaurant. Taishi is trying to figure out the user manual for his new slime-powered inventory system. His brain immediately goes to the worst-case scenario, dropping a whole-ass dragon on the city. Our boy quickly clarifies he just wants a snack, not to level the entire neighborhood. And just like that, Purin serves up a perfect cut of dragon tail like a 5-star butcher. Taishi is still skeptical, but Purin is ready to feast, so our boy agrees to play chef. Our boy tries to hype himself up, acting like cooking SS-rank monster meat is no big deal. He's already planning the menu, debating the best way to cook his first-ever dragon steak. He goes to make the first cut, and immediately learns SS-rank dragon hide is tougher than his cheap knife. The knife just completely shatters on impact, not even leaving a scratch on the damn thing. Our boy is left holding a broken handle, realizing he might need a better tool than a kitchen knife. Our boy has a galaxy brain moment, realizing his Walmart knife won't cut SS-rank dragon hide. He's back to gassing up his slime buddy, completely in awe of Purin's insane power level. Taishi is having a full-on crisis, trying to figure out how his friend got this massive glow-up. Purin is just wiggling, completely unbothered by the fact that he's a literal god now. Taishi decides to delegate, asking his OP slime buddy to play personal butcher for him. Our boy gets all sentimental, realizing they've got all the time in the world to catch up now. And we get a quick time skip because watching a slime prep a dragon would be too wild. Holy shit, Purin didn't just prep the meat, he cooked a whole-ass medieval feast. Taishi is playing the perfect host, telling his friend to go absolutely nuts on the dragon buffet. And Purin is about to go absolutely feral on that dragon roast. My man is ready to eat. Purin goes full Kirby on the dragon feast while our boy Taishi plays the proud parent. And just like that, the entire feast is gone, and Taishi is having a complete mental breakdown. Our boy is yelling at his slime buddy for eating the damn plates along with the food. Purin hits him with the "my bad, but I'm still hungry" face. This little dude is a black hole. Taishi is shook that his friend is a bottomless pit, but offers to cook round 2 anyway. Our boy is back in the kitchen, promising he made way more food this time. Famous last words. And round 2 gets inhaled in seconds, leaving Taishi completely broken by his friend's appetite. He asks if Purin is still hungry, and the slime's face says, "You know damn well I am." Taishi decides to go full Gordon Ramsay, promising to make an absolute mountain of food this time. He cooks up a literal mountain of dragon meat, thinking there's no way Purin can finish this. Taishi is completely losing his mind as the cooking marathon continues through the entire night. And just like that, it's the next morning, and our boy somehow survived feeding a black hole. Taishi's inner monologue confirms Purin ate the whole damn dragon, and now he's stressed about the food budget. But he's not even mad, just happy to have his slime buddy back, who's passed out in a food coma. Our boy gets all emotional, saying having Purin back feels like he's finally got his family again. He makes another promise to Purin, this time that they're gonna be happy together. Let's see how this one goes. Taishi decides it's time to wake up his little slime buddy for their first day of school together. And of course his brain reminds him of the deal he made with the new blonde bully. The suicide mission. Our boy suddenly remembers he was supposed to bring back proof from the death dungeon. Uh-oh. And we get a quick reminder of Kasai and his crew, who are definitely expecting him to fail. Our boy still got that F-rank trauma, worried his god-tier friend will see him as a loser. He decides to leave Purin at home to protect his friend from his own pathetic school life. But Purin pops up like a clingy girlfriend, not about to get left behind again. Our boy tries to play it off, telling Purin to stay home and eat the rest of the dragon. Purin is absolutely not having it, going full-on tantrum mode on our boy. Taishi tries to reason with him, but the little dude is committed to this separation anxiety, and Purin pulls out the ultimate weapon, the full-blown anime cry. It's super effective. Our boy folds immediately because who can say no to that face? But he's got one condition, laying down the law for their first day together. And just like that, we're off to school. This is gonna be a disaster. Our boy Taishi is walking into school, looking like he's about to face a final boss. His master plan is to smuggle his god-tier slime buddy in his backpack. This is a terrible idea. And of course, the new blonde bully, Shota, immediately ambushes him before he even gets inside. The whole damn welcoming committee is here to see if their suicide mission actually worked. Shota immediately shoves our boy to the ground because these clowns only know violence. They've got him surrounded, with Shota acting like he's the king of this damn school. He's mocking Taishi, asking if he had a good time in the death dungeon. These dudes are trash. Taishi is on his knees, but he's not looking scared anymore. He's just repeating the question. Our boy hits them with the Uno reverse, saying he was actually happy because of them. Taishi stands up with a whole new vibe, thanking Shota with some serious main character energy. The blonde bully, Shota, is completely confused by Taishi's new energy, trying to remind him he's still trash. Shota holds out his hand, demanding the video proof from the suicide mission like he's collecting a debt. Our boy Taishi just stands there letting these two clowns think they have any power here. We get a quick flashback to the dragon stomping the ever-loving shit out of the camera. So much for proof. And it finally hits our boy that he completely forgot the one thing he was supposed to bring back. Taishi is having a full-blown panic attack about being broke while Shota gets pissed, thinking he's being ignored. The blonde bully starts charging up his lightning magic, but our boy Taishi is looking completely unbothered. And Purin pops out of the backpack, looking absolutely ready to defend his boy's honor. Shota is completely bugging out, trying to figure out why the weakest monster just showed up to a fight. His brain is still buffering, trying to confirm if our boy really just pulled out a damn slime. The bully's peanut gallery is just as confused, saying our boy is always trying to start shit. The blonde bully, Shota, goes full psycho, thinking Taishi is mocking him with a damn slime. Shota tries to blast our boy with his lightning magic, but he's about to learn a very hard lesson. The two sidekicks are blinded by the light, thinking their boy Shota just got a massive power-up. But Shota knows damn well that Power Surge wasn't his, and he's completely shook. The dust settles and our boy Taishi is standing there looking like a main character, completely unfazed. Shota is on his ass, completely folded by a power flex he didn't even see coming. His two clowns run over to check on him, still trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Shota is sweating bullets, realizing the F-rank punching bag just hit him with a Uno reverse card. And we get the classic shot of our boy towering over the bully who just learned his place. The two sidekick clowns try to jump our boy, still screaming about him being the weakest link. Taishi just casually blocks both of them, telling them to wait their turn like they're children. Our boy hits them with the stay put or die threat, and suddenly he's not the one getting bullied. And just like that, the two clowns are folded on the ground while the whole school starts noticing the drama. The school gossip mill is already running, and of course Karen is right there to hear about it. Karen looks over, already knowing the blonde bully Shota is probably starting shit again. Back outside, our boy Taishi is just standing over the wreckage of Shota's entire crew. Taishi's inner monologue hits, realizing this is what it felt like to be on the other side of the beatdown. Our boy is looking at his hands, finally understanding the power he's been missing his whole damn life. And he gets a full-on psycho smile, saying he finally gets why they enjoyed bullying him so much. Uh-oh. The blonde bully, Shota, is on his knees, looking absolutely furious that he just got humbled. Our boy Taishi goes full villain, telling Shota to apologize for all the shit he's pulled. He doubles down, telling the bully to beg him for help. This power trip is getting real dark, real fast. Shota is not about to fold, telling Taishi he's getting way too cocky for a former punching bag. The dumbass tries to grab Taishi's wrist and use his lightning magic again. He really didn't learn his lesson. Shota loses his shit and charges at Taishi, screaming about him getting ahead of himself. Taishi is just standing there with a psycho grin, saying this is exactly the reaction he wanted. Karen, the heroine, jumps in to stop Taishi from committing a whole-ass murder in the schoolyard. And our boy just casually backhands the one person who was ever nice to him. What the fuck, dude? The oh shit, I'm the bad guy realization finally hits Taishi as he looks at his hand. The blonde bully, Shota, is still on the ground while Karen is holding the arm our boy just slapped. And Purin is not having any of this shit, launching himself to knock some sense into his master. The slime buddy just faceplants our boy, the ultimate snap the fuck out of it move. Taishi is back on the ground with the rest of the trash, his villain arc lasting a whole 5 minutes. He's staring at his hand, finally realizing he just hit the only person who ever had his back. Our boy is having an internal crisis, telling himself not to become the same kind of monster he hated. Karen, an absolute saint, is still defending him, saying he's a kind person even after he hit her. Taishi is just standing in the rain, completely broken by the realization that he became a bully. The whole school is gossiping while our boy's inner monologue confirms he became what he swore to destroy. Purin looks concerned as Taishi admits he was enjoying the power trip just a little too much. Our boy Taishi apologizes to Karin, who's being a total saint about getting backhanded. The blonde bully Shota is back on his feet, screaming about killing everyone because he can't take an L. Taishi gives him the coldest side-eye, completely done with this clown's temper tantrum. He just drops a single word, seal, and you know some OP shit is about to go down. Shota gets hit with some golden magic cuffs, completely caught lacking by the new ability. The bully is on his knees, looking at his hands like he just lost his Wi-Fi connection. His two sidekicks are freaking out, realizing their boy Shota's hands are completely bricked. Taishi hits him with the coldest line, explaining he just sealed his power and made him useless. Our boy stands over them with a full-on demon aura, telling Shota to come get his power back. Shota is left staring at his now useless hands, completely broken by the former F-rank kid. Our boy is in the rain, crumpling up his school withdrawal form like it's his last F to give. Karin points out his uniform is torn, and Taishi just hits her with the "I don't need it anymore" line. He drops the bomb that he's quitting school today, looking completely dead inside. Taishi thanks Karin for everything and just walks away, leaving his only friend standing in the rain. And just like that, it's a new day, and our boy is officially a high school dropout. Taishi is at some government office in casual clothes, making his new life choice official. The office workers are giving him the side-eye, probably judging the kid who's throwing his future away. Back at school, the gossip mill is already running wild about our boy dropping out. The peanut gallery immediately blames the psycho bully Kasai, but they're too scared to say it out loud. And speak of the devil, Kasai and his crew are looking all depressed after getting completely humbled. The psycho bully Kasai is slamming his desk, still absolutely fuming over his recent L. He's pissed that the F-rank punching bag is gone and he can't even get his revenge now. And we cut to some new four-eyed dude walking through the school grounds looking for someone. This new guy is looking all serious, probably trying to piece together the schoolyard drama. And of course he spots Karin, the only person who seems to have her shit together around here. Four Eyes immediately asks Karin if she's okay after getting slapped by our boy's villain arc. He's apologizing for what Taishi did, which is more than our boy has done so far. Karin, being the absolute saint she is, just smiles and tells him she's completely fine. She asks what he's up to, and he immediately pivots to asking about Taishi's dropout status. Four Eyes confirms our boy is officially gone, saying the whole process was suspiciously simple. Karin tries to talk our boy out of dropping out, but he's already committed to his new life path. Taishi explains he's too OP for school now, and is worried he'll accidentally nuke the place. He's finally dropping the ego, admitting he needs to go pro to handle his new main character status. Karin is looking all concerned, asking if he's going to be okay now that he's going solo. Our boy hits her with a confident wink, saying he's got his god-tier slime buddy watching his back. She admits the slime has made him braver, giving Purin all the credit for his glow-up. Purin is on his shoulder looking smug as hell, soaking up all that well-deserved praise. Karin goes full supportive girlfriend mode, telling him she believes in him and will be rooting for him. Taishi promises to repay her for everything, setting up that future I'm strong now reunion. And we get the close-up on Karin's face, looking at him like he's already a hero. Karin is shooting her shot, demanding our boy's number now that he's a free agent. Our boy is awkwardly getting her digits, probably the first girl's number he's ever gotten. She waves goodbye as she gets into a fancy-ass car, leaving our boy in the dust. And she's already calling him, not even giving the man a chance to breathe. She's on the phone reminding him to save her number and that he owes her one. Taishi agrees, still processing that the school's main heroine is in his contacts now. She hits him with the "I believed in you from the start" line. Yeah, okay. Karin drops the bomb that she knew he went to the death dungeon and is glad he's safe. Our boy is completely shook, trying to figure out how the hell she knew his secret. And the plot thickens. Karin is a rich-ass model and successor to a whole corporation. Our boy is still processing that the popular rich girl is now in his contacts, thinking she's out of his league. Taishi is getting all blushy, realizing he might actually have a chance with best girl Karin now. Purin is just chilling, probably happy his boy is finally getting some romantic plot development. Meanwhile, Karin is in the back of her limo, and the vibe just got real serious, real fast. She's dialing up someone, and you can tell from her face this ain't a casual call. And yup, she's on the phone with her dad, asking if her mom is okay. The rich girl has problems too. Her dad is trying to reassure her, but her face says she knows damn well something is wrong. She's clearly not buying the everything's fine act, but goes along with it for now. Karen tries to force a smile, trying to convince herself as much as her dad that things will be okay. Back to our boy, who's ready to start his new life as a pro hunter with his slime buddy. Our boy Taishi is already stressing about getting a job now that he's a high school dropout. And of course, the walking black hole Purin is already hungry again after eating an entire dragon. Taishi checks his bank account and decides to blow what little he has on a good meal for his friend. They pull up to some fancy-looking spot, ready to celebrate their new life of unemployment. The chef asks how many, probably not expecting the answer he's about to get. Taishi proudly announces it's for two, asking for a big table because his boy eats a lot, and the chef just shuts the door on them. Wait, what the hell just happened? Oh, they put up a closed sign because they're out of ingredients. My man Purin ate the whole damn restaurant. Our boy is just happy his friend is full, completely oblivious to the financial damage he just caused. And the bank account confirms it. He's officially broke after one meal. This is not a sustainable lifestyle. Taishi's inner monologue confirms he needs to get a bag to keep his slime buddy fed. Our boy decides the dungeon association is his only move now that he's a broke dropout. He pulls up to the local dungeon association, which looks surprisingly corporate for a murder-for-hire gig. Taishi walks in, surprised the place is a ghost town. Guess not many people are trying to get this bread. Our boy approaches the information desk, manned by some bald dude who looks bored as hell. He awkwardly tries to get the attention of the bald receptionist, who looks like a damn bouncer. The bald receptionist hits him with a smug welcome, looking more like a Yakuza member than a desk jockey. Taishi's inner monologue is already judging the receptionist, thinking he's just a security guard. The bald dude suddenly claps his hands together like he's about to pray, completely freaking Taishi out. And nope, he was just trying to swat a gnat. This dude is already a menace. The bald receptionist hits him with the "how can I help you" stare, looking like he's about to deny a loan. Our boy awkwardly says he's here to sell something, trying to act like a legit hunter for once. He's about to drop the SS-rank dragon bomb when the news starts talking about kids robbing hunters. The news confirms they're cracking down on low rankers selling high-rank loot. Our boy's plan is cooked. Taishi has a full-blown panic attack, realizing he looks exactly like the criminals they're hunting. The Yakuza receptionist leans in with a menacing aura, asking if he wants to sell it. Our boy is sweating bullets, trying to come up with a new plan before he gets arrested. He pivots hard, saying he's here to sell himself for a job instead. Smooth recovery, dumbass. The bald dude asks for his rank, and our boy has to admit he's still on that F-rank bullshit. And he immediately gets shut down, told to go to the volunteer department with the other scrubs. Our boy's doing the math and realizes volunteer work won't even cover Purin's appetizer budget. So he goes for broke, asking for a B-rank quest with his newfound main character confidence. The Yakuza receptionist is looking at him like he just grew a second head. Taishi hits him with the power of friendship, saying he and his slime buddy are a dream team. The bald dude immediately calls him out, asking if the friend is the damn slime on his shoulder. Our boy doubles down, gassing up Purin like he's the most OP thing since sliced bread, and Purin is just chilling, looking like he's ready to solo the entire damn quest board. The receptionist is still not buying the F-rank and a slime combo, but Taishi is desperate. Our boy pulls out the ultimate trump card, the "I'm a broke orphan" sob story. And suddenly the bald dude is interested, looking at Taishi like he just found a new business opportunity. The bald dude claps his hands together again, and our boy is bracing for impact. And the Yakuza receptionist is literally crying, completely sold on Taishi's tragic backstory. He goes on a whole tangent about passion, and our boy is just confused by this sudden motivational speech. The bald dude slams his hand down, saying he's got the perfect B-rank quest for our broke hero. It's a simple gathering quest for mana grass, no fighting required. Yeah, this sounds like a trap. Our boy checks the details, seeing the grass is used for mana potions. The pay is pretty damn good. Taishi immediately accepts, already counting the cash he's gonna make to feed his slime buddy. The receptionist offers to send him a map with safe spots, which is not suspicious at all. Our boy is bowing and thanking him, completely oblivious that he's probably being set up. The bald dude introduces himself as Takahara, telling Taishi to call him if anything happens. That smile is sketchy as hell. Our boy is walking out with his new main character swagger, completely unaware the sketchy receptionist is watching him. The Yakuza receptionist is already plotting, calling our boy's F-rank and slime combo interesting. That's code for "I'm about to screw you over." And we're at the B-rank dungeon, which looks way too peaceful for what's probably about to happen. Our boy is looking at the map Takahara gave him, which is covered in red X's. Bro, that's not a good sign. He's just strolling through the dungeon, trusting the sketchy map like it's Google Maps. This is gonna end well. Taishi is fully convinced this safe area map means they're about to get an easy payday. The naivety is painful. A system window pops up to explain some random glowing flower, a little world building before the inevitable disaster. Our boy gets distracted by the shiny flower, thinking it's useful. Focus up, dude. You're on a mission. He finally remembers he's here for mana grass and decides to use his new appraisal skill to speed things up. Taishi activates his stat vision, scanning the whole damn forest to find the quest item. Let the hunt begin. Our boy's peaceful gathering quest is immediately interrupted by someone screaming their lungs out nearby. Taishi whips around, already on high alert because that safe area map was clearly bullshit. And yup, some long-haired dude is just falling out of a damn tree. So much for a quiet day. Our boy immediately panics and calls for Purin, because what the hell else is he gonna do? Purin launches himself like a damn heat-seeking missile, ready to play hero for his useless master. The slime buddy pulls out a new skill, Supreme Cushion, turning into a literal airbag for the falling dude. The landing is a success, but now the guy is getting absolutely smothered by a god-tier slime. Taishi runs over and immediately assumes the long-haired person is a woman. Bro, come on! The dude thanks him for the save, and Taishi has the classic, oh shit, that's a guy realization. Our boy asks the most logical question. What the hell was this dude doing in a tree to begin with? The long-haired dude explains he risked his life climbing a tree for a single magic stone. Taishi immediately calls him out for chasing a common drop when mana grass is the real prize. The dude admits he's a NEET who avoids people, so he hunts for unpopular items. That's commitment. Our boy is judging him hard for his extreme antisocial grinding methods, and Purin agrees. The NEET tries to offer the rock as a thank you, but Taishi reminds him he's here for the cash crop. And just like that, the NEET offers to lead him to a mana grass spot. Our boy is trusting another stranger. Taishi is doing the math, saying 10 stocks would be enough to get his payday. But the NEET hits him with the news that there are hundreds of stocks. Our boy just found the jackpot. Taishi immediately loses his shit, demanding to know where this magical weed farm is located. The NEET mentions a rumor about a cave in an unknown territory. Yeah, this sounds totally safe. Our boy is ready to run into the death cave, but the NEET is trying to explain the grass is around it, not in it. The NEET is literally telling him he'll die in there, but Taishi is too focused on the bag to listen to reason. Taishi hits him with the main character confidence, completely ignoring the very real threat of death. And now he's just dragging the poor NEET along on his suicide mission. This dude has no chill. A quick pause as our boy probably realizes he just kidnapped a random stranger from the woods. We get a nice scenic shot of the forest, which is the last peaceful moment they're gonna have. They've arrived at the spot, pushing through the bushes to find the jackpot. Taishi spots the cave, and the NEET is still begging him not to go in. The warnings are not landing. Our boy and his slime buddy are having a moment, completely ignoring the dude who's trying to save their lives. Purin goes full scout mode, and the NEET is losing his mind while Taishi just watches. A golden beam shoots out of the death cave, which is probably Purin's scouting method. The cave goes quiet again, leaving our boy and the NEET to wonder what the hell just happened. The NEET is completely losing his shit over the noise, and we're about to see why. Our boy Taishi is trying to peer pressure the NEET into the death cave. What a great friend. And just like that, the NEET folds and follows our boy into the literal murder hole. The NEET is already whining about the cave not being suitable for him. No shit, dude. Something spooks the hell out of the NEET, and Taishi is just watching him have a meltdown. They find a dead C-rank monster, and the NEET is the only one who seems concerned about it. The NEET's brain finally connects the dots. Something bigger is in here, and it's not friendly. Taishi walks through a literal monster graveyard like he's window shopping, completely unfazed. Taishi is way too calm about the monster graveyard, telling the NEET that Purin's guidance is just built different. And of course, the whole damn cave starts collapsing. The NEET is panicking while our boy just looks mildly surprised. A B-rank stone golem drops in, and the NEET is finally validated for saying this was a terrible idea. The golem fully forms, looking like it's about to turn our boys into a fine red paste. Taishi plays hero, tackling the NEET out of the way of the golem's first big swing. Our boy's wondering how his god-tier slime buddy somehow missed this giant rock monster during his recon mission. He tells the NEET to go hide, ready to take on the B-rank monster he was definitely not supposed to fight. The NEET is screaming at him not to be a dumbass, but our boy's main character syndrome is flaring up. Taishi realizes running is pointless and decides to charge straight at the damn thing. Our boy plants his feet, deciding a frontal assault is the only way out of this mess he created. Our boy immediately starts screaming for Purin because his only move is to call for backup. And Purin answers the call, pulling up with some serious, I'm the real final boss energy. Purin just fires a damn laser beam and completely one-shots the B-rank golem, no diff. Meanwhile, Taishi is on the ground, getting saved by a slime shield. He contributed nothing as usual. The golem just crumbles into a pile of rocks, completely deleted from existence by a damn slime. The NEET is losing his mind, watching our boy get levitated in a golden slime bubble. The NEET runs over to check on him, and Taishi just casually says he's fine from inside his slime armor. Taishi thanks his slime buddy, who's looking smug as hell after carrying the whole damn fight. The NEET is completely bugging out, asking what the hell they are after that insane power flex. The NEET's brain finally starts working, guessing our boy is some kind of monster tamer. The NEET is having a full-blown meltdown about needing to know monster weaknesses, and our boy is just confused. Taishi completely ignores the guy's trauma dump to look for rare plants with Purin. The disrespect is real. Our boy just walks off mid-lecture to find the mana grass, leaving the NEET screaming into the void. The NEET finally processes Purin's SSS-rank status, and Taishi just confirms it like it's a normal Tuesday. Our boy hits him with the "it's the power of friendship" line, and Purin is soaking up all that main character energy. Taishi gives a whole shonen speech about how their bond is the ultimate power-up. Bro thinks he's in an anime. And just like that, the NEET goes from terrified victim to their #1 fanboy. The turnaround is insane. Purin's face suddenly gets serious, which means the wholesome friendship speech is officially over. The slime buddy has found a giant-ass rock blocking the way. Time for some more OP bullshit. Taishi announces Purin found something, completely oblivious that the NEET is about to have another heart attack. Purin leads the charge as our boy, and the NEET sprint towards the promised land of magical weed. Taishi confirms they've hit the jackpot, and the NEET is losing his mind over the sheer amount of cash crop. Our boy's already doing the math, realizing this one haul will cover his bills for a whole damn year. Taishi zips up his bag, deciding not to get greedy for once in his life. The NEET is confused why our boy isn't clearing out the whole damn field like a proper grinder. Taishi hits him with the "I only need what I need" line, and Purin is looking smug as hell about it. Our boy suddenly becomes an environmentalist talking about the dungeon's ecosystem. Bro, you were just broke. He tells the NEET not to be a greedy bastard either, and the guy is completely stunned. The NEET is looking at Taishi like he's a damn saint for not strip mining the place. And just like that, the NEET is a full-blown simp, and our boy invites his new fan to tag along. The NEET is running for his life from a giant boar, screaming at Taishi to team up. And the giant-ass boar monster is charging them down like a damn freight train. We get a close-up on its face, and yeah, this thing definitely chose violence this morning. Our boy Taishi is yelling for the NEET, who's now cowering behind him like a proper side character. The boar monster just hit its second form, turning into some kind of buff pig man. Taishi is just standing there, looking at his hand like he's about to unlock a new move. He clenches his fist, and you know our boy is about to try and do something himself for once. The pig man is looking down, probably wondering why the F-rank kid isn't running for his life. A golden light erupts from below, catching the monster completely off guard, and Purin just unleashes a whole-ass light show, turning the pigman into a damn disco ball. The pigman gets absolutely vaporized by Purin's light show, while Taishi just watches from the cheap seats. Our boy is on the ground looking at his hand, probably trying to figure out if he accidentally did something cool for once. And Purin just spits out the NEET like a damn hairball, saving him from the blast at the last second. Taishi runs over to check on the NEET, who's now covered in a protective layer of SSS-rank slime goo. The NEET is having a full-blown panic attack while Purin just chills on his head like a damn hat. Our boy is relieved he wasn't too late, completely forgetting his slime buddy did all the actual saving. Taishi goes full emo mode, thinking about how his new friend almost got turned into a pancake on his watch. The NEET tries to cheer him up, but our boy is too busy having a never-again moment. He drops the "I don't want to lose anyone important again" line. Bro, you've known this dude for like an hour. The NEET is looking at him, probably wondering when the hell he became so important to this kid. The NEET is full-on hugging our boy, declaring he's too precious to die now. Bro, you just met. Taishi immediately backpedals, saying he never called the NEET precious. Purin is not buying this tsundere act. The NEET is just yelling that he knows it anyway, completely high on this new friendship energy. And they're back at the Dungeon Association, ready to cash in on their haul. Time to face the sketchy receptionist. The NEET is already having a full-blown panic attack about being around other people. This dude is not built for society. Taishi is trying to calm him down, but the NEET is clinging to him like a damn koala. They're back at the counter with the bald Yakuza receptionist Takahara, who looks intimidating as ever. Our boy proudly reports the quest is done and introduces his new socially anxious sidekick. The sketchy receptionist Takahara is giving them the side-eye, asking how much they actually found. And Takahara is completely shook, realizing our boy brought back a whole damn pharmacy in his backpack. The sketchy receptionist Takahara is connecting the dots, asking if they went to the death cave he definitely didn't mention. The NEET is gassing up his new friends, telling Takahara they one-shot the boss, and Purin is looking smug as hell. The NEET calls our boy out for trying to sell Purin's snack, while Takahara's brain is buffering on the one-shot part. The bald dude gets real serious, realizing if they killed the boar, they cleared the whole damn B-rank dungeon. The NEET is in full simp mode, confirming Taishi is a hero, while our boy tries to play it cool. The NEET is celebrating like he just won the Super Bowl, while Takahara processes their massive W. The sketchy receptionist's inner monologue is going wild, trying to figure out this F-rank kid and his god-tier slime. Our boy and his new sidekick are waiting for their payday, and the NEET is not handling the crowd well. They get the bank notification and are completely losing their minds over a payday they've never seen before. Our boy's priorities are straight: pay the bills and then spoil the hell out of his slime buddy. The sketchy receptionist Takahara tells our boy he's on speed dial for future jobs. This dude smells money. The NEET says his goodbyes while Takahara watches from the shadows like a damn predator. The sketchy receptionist is already planning their next meeting, looking way too happy about it. And we get a quick time skip to a new day because who needs to see boring travel scenes? The NEET is giving our boy the full, "You changed my life" speech. The power of friendship is real, I guess. He's having a full-on character development moment, deciding to stop being a shut-in. Taishi hypes him up while the NEET declares he's going to get his own glow-up. The NEET promises to be a new man next time, and officially asks to join the party. Our boy Taishi is feeling good, telling Purin they're finally making some real allies. And the first order of business is paying off all his debt. My man is finally solvent. Our boy is ready to blow his new bag, announcing a shopping spree for him and his slime buddy. They hit up a wholesale store, ready to restock the apartment that Purin ate clean. Taishi's getting a much-needed wardrobe glow-up, and Purin is rocking a fedora like a tiny mob boss. The two of them are already drooling over the bakery section, because priorities are always food. Back home, our boy is cooking up a storm, and Purin is looking hyped for another feast. Taishi is finally taking a relaxing bath, probably the first one he's had without stressing about money. He's soaking in the good life, saying it's been way too long since he could just chill. Our boy checks on Purin, who's vibing in the tub like the world's cutest bath bomb. But the happy moment gets cut short as our boy's face drops because he can't just be happy. He's already stressing about the school drama, wondering if best girl Karen is okay after his villain arc. Purin is playing wingman, telling our boy to just hit up best girl Karen already. Taishi is out of the bath and immediately overthinking the text. Bro has absolutely no game. He's debating the pros and cons like it's a damn business decision, not a simple "you okay?" Our boy considers sending an email. Purin is judging him so hard right now. And just as he's about to fold, his phone starts ringing. The timing is impeccable. Our boy is completely losing his shit because best girl Karen is calling him first. He answers the phone shaking like a leaf while Karen asks if he's doing okay. Taishi tries to play it cool, flipping the question back on her like a smooth operator. And we cut to Karen, who says she's fine, but the vibe says my life is a mess. And Taishi, with zero social awareness, immediately starts bragging about his B-rank quest W. Our boy is still on the phone with Karen, telling her he's going to be a full-time hunter now. Karen listens and then drops the school gossip about the spiky hair bully, Kasai. Taishi's mood immediately sours and Karen tells him Kasai is malding about his powers being gone. Purin is just chilling, looking smug as hell because it knows that's what we call karma. Karen goes full-on serious mode, promising to make sure that clown gets what's coming to him. Taishi finally picks up on the vibe shift, asking her if something else is going on. And she drops the emotional nuke, asking about his parents' death. Well, that escalated quickly. Our boy's face drops, confirming that, yeah, losing his parents was kind of a big deal. He admits it still hurts like hell, and Purin is there for emotional support. Karen immediately apologizes for bringing up the trauma, realizing she just killed the whole vibe. Our boy hits her with the "I'll live for my parents" speech, vowing to be happy with his new friends. Karen is blushing hard, telling him that's so like him. My girl is absolutely smitten. Taishi senses something is off, but she just hangs up on him. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. We see Karen putting her phone away, and the background looks suspiciously like a hospital. And yup, She's at a hospital sitting by someone's bed, the family drama plotline just dropped. Our boy is just sitting there trying to process that abrupt-ass phone call. The vibe is officially dead. He asks Purin if it also felt that something was seriously wrong with Karen. My man's finally using his brain. Purin looks worried as hell, and Taishi admits he's concerned too. The emotional support slime is on the case. Our boy is debating what to do, wondering if he's just overthinking the whole situation. Purin gives him the dude do something look because sitting around moping solves nothing. Our boy's phone starts buzzing, and you just know it's not a good vibe call coming through. And just when he thought he was out, they pull him back in. We're back at the damn school. Taishi gets summoned to the principal's office, probably to get chewed out for his 5-minute villain arc. The teacher on the phone tells him the principal wants a chat about his voluntary withdrawal. Yeah, right. The whole school is already whispering his name. My man's reputation is preceding him. The gossip mill is saying he beat Kasai and cleared an SS-rank dungeon. The legend is growing, boys. The principal hits him with the, "I've heard a lot about you," and our boy is just trying to play it cool. And the principal drops a bomb. He wants to cancel the expulsion and bring our boy back. Taishi is completely floored, wondering why they suddenly want their F-rank punching bag back on the roster. The teacher reveals that Karen snitched on the bullies and told them the whole story. Best girl strikes again. The teacher hits him with the fake, "Why didn't you tell me?" and our boy is calling out the BS in his head. The principal steps in with his serious face, promising to handle it now that our boy is actually useful. They offer him a deal to basically skip school as long as he reps them. They want the clout, not the student. Taishi is wondering how the hell they know about his dungeon side hustle, and Purin is not buying any of this. The principal gets all suspicious, asking why our boy was hiding his god-tier power level this whole time. And now he's all smiles, begging him to stay for the school's reputation. The switch-up is insane. Our boy finally gets it. They don't care about him. They just want his power on their team roster. Taishi puts on his serious glasses and tells them to shove the offer. He's not coming back to this clown show. The principal plays the sympathy card, acting like he understands our boy's emotional wounds. And for the grand finale, they wheel out the blonde bully and his goons for a forced apology. Our boy Taishi is just staring down the blonde bully, probably replaying every ass-whooping in his head. The blonde bully Shota tries to act casual, asking our boy how he's been. "Bro, you told him to die." The principal just sits there with a smug look, orchestrating this whole pathetic apology theater. And the whole crew hits him with a synchronized apology bow, begging for forgiveness. Yeah, this feels totally sincere. Our boy is just stunned, not expecting this level of groveling from the clowns who tormented him. The principal asks if he'll accept the apology, offering to punish them for real if he wants. He even offers to throw the useless homeroom teacher under the bus to sweeten the deal. All our boy has to do is come back and be their poster child. The desperation is palpable. And Taishi is actually considering it, thinking this might be his ticket to the school life he never had. We get a close-up on his eyes, and you know he's about to make a game-changing decision. Our boy is back home, but Purin is still fuming about that whole school meeting bullshit. The slime is radiating pure, "I'm about to choose violence" energy, and the narration confirms it. Purin's comparing the bullies and the principal to actual monsters. Can't say I disagree. Back in the office, Taishi grabs his bag and gives them a non-answer, basically telling them to kick rocks. He just dips mid-conversation while the principal is still trying to sell him on the deal. The principal is absolutely seething that his new cash cow just walked out on him. The blonde bully Shota is malding in the hallway, proving that apology was fake as hell. Our boy is walking through the school, trying to calm down his little murder jello. He's telling Purin to chill, because an SSS-rank slime having a tantrum in public is a bad look. Taishi admits he was tempted by the offer, still clinging to that dream of a normal school life. And look who it is. Best girl Karen running up on our boy like he's the last train home. Taishi is all smiles, finally getting that main character attention he's been dreaming about. They're having a full-on rom-com moment on a park bench. The slice-of-life episode is here. Karen is just happy the whole bully situation is over, and our boy gives her credit for snitching. She asks why he's not hyped, and he admits he's still not sold on this whole coming back thing. Karen hits him with the logic, saying a diploma is kinda useful, while Purin just judges him silently. And she drops the confession bomb, saying she wants to spend her school life with him. My girl is not subtle. Our boy's brain just short-circuited, realizing he's no longer the F-rank nobody. The glow-up is paying off. He's trying to play it cool while she's blushing into her phone. My man is deep in his rom-com arc. He's still monologuing about being someone special while she's clearly on a call. The timing is impeccable. Karen's on the phone and the rom-com vibe just died a sudden violent death. She suddenly bolts, screaming some dude's name, leaving our boy completely in the dust. Taishi is just sitting there with Purin, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Best girl is sprinting like her life depends on it, still screaming that name. Our boy finally gets the hint and starts chasing after her, demanding to know what's wrong. And of course, she was running to a hospital. The family drama is back on the menu. Taishi finds her in a hallway with her dad and some security, looking like a serious meeting is going down. My man's first thought is that a celebrity is here. Bro, read the room for once. Her dad drops some heavy news and you can see the exact moment her heart stops. And she just collapses, screaming for her mom. Yeah, the news was not good. Our boy Taishi is just standing there with Purin, looking completely out of his depth in this hospital drama. Karen's dad sits down and asks our boy if he's the F-rank scrub from his daughter's class. Taishi confirms he's the dropout, and the chairman just takes in the news. The tension is thick. My man recognizes him as some big-shot CEO, realizing this dude is way out of his league. The chairman hits him with the thanks for being her friend, and then drops his tragic workaholic backstory. Our boy defends best girl, saying she was the one looking out for him this whole damn time. The chairman is blaming himself for everything, looking at his wife's hospital bed. This got heavy fast. We get a look at Karen's mom, and yeah, she is not doing so hot. The family drama is officially real. The dad is still on his guilt trip, admitting he was too busy being a CEO to be a father. Taishi is just listening to this dude's regrets, probably realizing his problems are small potatoes now. The chairman drops the bomb that the doctors told him to prepare for the worst. The mood just hit rock bottom. He's monologuing about how all his money is useless now. Yeah, that's what we call a reality check. Our boy Taishi is just taking it all in, and you know this is hitting way too close to home for him. He's having a flashback to his own trauma, remembering how helpless he felt when his parents died. And he remembers that Karen was the one who pulled him out of that dark place, even if she didn't know it. We get a flashback to best girl trying to set up a study date, pretending he was the smart one. But our boy knew she was the real genius, just trying to include the F-rank nobody. She was trying to give him a reason to engage with life again. Best girl has always been best girl. Taishi realizes her simple offer was the push he needed to keep going after losing everything. And now he's ready to return the favor, vowing to be the one to save her this time. My boy found his purpose. The chairman gives our boy the good friend stamp of approval, while Purin looks ready to throw hands. His assistant pulls him away for a meeting because the corporate grind never stops, even for family tragedy. The chairman apologizes for having to work, and our boy is just trying to be supportive. And he asks Taishi to watch over Karen, basically passing the emotional support torch to a high school dropout. My man almost calls him father-in-law out loud. Bro, read the room. Your future mother-in-law is in a coma. He immediately has a meltdown, realizing he's a dumbass, while Purin judges his every life choice. We get a close-up on the heart monitor, just to remind us that the stakes are actually life and death. Our boy and his slime bodyguard are peeking into the room, trying to be discreet about their stalking. He sees best girl Karen sitting by her mom's bed, and the rom-com vibes are officially dead and buried. Taishi decides to wait outside, and Purin looks like it's ready to fight God for this family. Our boy is trying to figure out a solution, and Purin looks like it's about to pull out a cheat code. Taishi is dead set on repaying best girl for, not treating him like human garbage. And the little slime has a galaxy brain moment because it's the real main character of this story. Purin bounces on his head to get his attention, basically saying, "Yo, I got the answer, dumbass." The little guy starts glowing, about to drop some ancient knowledge or a new skill unlock. My man is projecting a whole-ass hologram like a damn R2 unit. What can't this slime do? And it's a magical plot device flower. Of course, the cure is a rare item drop. Taishi realizes his little buddy just handed him the side quest to save his future mother-in-law. Purin hops down and starts leading the way because our boy would be lost without his GPS slime. The little guy is at the door giving him the "Are you coming or what?" look. The side quest begins. Purin is putting on a brave face, sprouting a little flower to show our boy the way. The little guy is trying to hype himself up, puffing out its chest like it's ready for round 2. And Purin goes full Giga Chad mode, flexing on our boy to show it's ready for whatever's next. Taishi asks if that magic flower is the real deal, finally putting a name to best girl, Akizuki. Our boy is all in, asking his SSS-rank GPS where to find this legendary plot device. Purin projects the next level's location right onto the damn hospital wall. Talk about a portable quest board. And of course the cure is in an SS-rank dungeon, because why would this be easy? Taishi realizes this place is giving Purin bad vibes, asking if it's really okay to go back. Purin just gives him the "we ride together, we die together" look. The bromance is at an all-time high. Our boy is all hyped for the new side quest when best girl Karen shows up, having heard the whole plan. Our boy Taishi tries to play it cool, asking best girl if they were being too loud with their SS-rank dungeon plans. She tells him to go home, but he almost calls her dad father-in-law again while trying to be the hero. Best girl just looks completely defeated, thanking him while her soul is clearly leaving her body. He asks if she's okay, and she hits him with the "I believe in my mom" line, trying to hold it together. Our boy agrees, then wisely decides not to mention the whole suicide mission for a magic flower thing just yet. He hits her with a flashback prompt, asking if she remembers his promise from when he dropped out. We get the flashback of him vowing to repay her, setting the stage for his big hero moment. Taishi gives her a full-on shonen pep talk, telling her she can't give up no matter what. And it works because best girl is blushing hard, completely stunned by his sudden main character energy. She agrees, and the whole scene gets the shoujo sparkle effect. My man just successfully landed a morale boost. And we're back at our boy's apartment because every suicide mission needs a good night's prep. My man is packing for the SS-rank dungeon, and Purin is giving him the "you better not forget my snacks" look. He thinks a one-night stay's worth of gear is enough for a death dungeon. The optimism is adorable. Our boy zips up his bag, officially ready to risk it all for his future mother-in-law. He's got his game face on, and Purin is on his shoulder ready to carry the whole damn team again. My man is riding his bike to the SS-rank dungeon with his slime as a headlight. This is peak budget adventuring. He's back at the murder cave where this all started, probably getting some serious deja vu. Our boy is staring into the abyss again, ready for round 2 with the place that almost deleted him. He takes a deep breath, getting ready to dive headfirst into another near-death experience for the plot. Purin wraps him in a protective bubble, and our boy is ready to drop into the danger zone. And the welcome party is a roided-out lizard man who looks ready to turn our boy into a snack. Taishi is actually winding up his own punch this time, looking like he's about to go Super Saiyan. He connects with a full-on falcon punch that just obliterates the lizard man and half the damn cave. Our boy floats down like a god while the monster is officially deleted. The glow-up is paying dividends. Before he can even celebrate, a goblin tries to jump him from the ceiling. "Bro, you're in an SS-rank dungeon." My man just catches the club with his bare hand, giving the goblin the "are you serious" look, and Purin spits out a golden clone of Taishi's head. That's a new and deeply unsettling party trick. The goblin is just staring at the floating head, completely confused by this absolute nonsense. While the goblin is distracted, our boy winds up another punch. The old bait and switch never fails, and he just plows through another monster, turning it into green paste. This dungeon run is off to a violent start. Our boy is taking his first steps into the real danger zone, and his shoes are already glowing. And he's immediately greeted by a whole-ass goblin army. This is what we call a target-rich environment. Taishi notes the monster population is booming, hoping it means they're close to the plot device. He decides to skip the small talk and just charges straight into the mob like a damn bowling ball. My man puts his hands together like he's about to drop a Rasengan on this whole goblin village, and he unleashes a move called nuclear fusion. Bro just dropped a tactical nuke on some low-level mobs. He hits the superhero landing, and the whole damn army is just gone. That's what we call pest control. But the big boys are still standing, so our boy just materializes a damn lightsaber out of his hand. He zips past the big guy and slices it clean in half. My man is speedrunning this SS-rank dungeon. Taishi takes a breath, looking like he just finished his morning workout, while Purin looks unimpressed. Taishi is standing over the goblin graveyard like he just took out the trash. My man is already gassed and complaining about being hungry. "Bro, you forgot snacks for a death dungeon?" Purin is giving him the "we're gonna eat what" rocks. Look, absolutely done with his poor planning. The little guy's danger senses are tingling, and Taishi finally notices something is off. Purin is staring down a murder cave, and you just know the next boss is in there. Our boy is getting a bad case of deja vu, realizing he's felt this about-to-die vibe before. And it's the damn King Buffalo, the same boss that almost deleted him the first time around. We get another dramatic shot of the cave, just in case we forgot it's a death trap. He's having a full-on PTSD flashback to when he was a blonde scrub screaming at the boss. The boss is peeking out, basically saying, "Round 2, bitch. You're not getting away this time." The King Buffalo is playing peekaboo from the murder cave, looking like it's been waiting for this rematch. Our boy realizes the boss got a glow-up, and Purin is not impressed with this new character design. The boss steps out, calling them rats and confirming it's been holding a serious grudge this whole time. This psycho is monologuing about how our boy is the one that got away. Bro, it's not a rom-com. The boss goes full-on speed blitz, and our boy is already struggling to keep up with the new DLC moves. Taishi dodges the first attack, but the boss is already screaming in frustration. This thing is unhinged. And now it's got a damn tail whip. This boss really spent its time grinding for new skills. Purin has to step in for the block because our boy is already getting overwhelmed by the attack speed. The boss is right on his ass, and our boy is realizing this rematch might be a very short one. And it goes straight for the slime. The boss knows who the real threat is on this team. The King Buffalo tries to eat Purin, figuring our boy is a chump without his SSS-rank bodyguard. The boss grabs Taishi, trying to physically separate the dynamic duo. The divide and conquer strategy is in full effect. My man gets absolutely yeeted across the cave. This boss is not playing around with this separation. Taishi gets that "you just fucked up" look in his eyes. The main character energy is kicking in. And Purin swoops in for the save, turning into a damn beanbag chair midair. That's a reliable airbag. Our boy hits him with the power of friendship speech, vowing they'll never be separated. It's getting real shonen in here. The King Buffalo is still talking trash, calling him a rat and acting like this fight is already over. This psycho is literally drooling, monologuing about eating his soul. Bro, calm down, it's not that deep. Taishi starts parkouring up the wall, charging up a light attack and calling out the boss's eating habits. He's still on his soapbox, lecturing the monster about gluttony while climbing higher. My man's about to drop in with a sermon. Taishi drops in with a full-on fist of justice move, looking like a damn shonen protagonist. The King Buffalo gets a face full of holy light and starts screaming like it just saw its own search history. And the boss is down for the count, folded in the classic Yamcha pose. Round 2 was a short one. Our boy is already complaining about being tired and hungry. Bro, you just won. Celebrate for 5 seconds. And of course, we get the ominous floating text because this boss has a second health bar. Taishi realizes the victory music stopped playing way too damn early. The King Buffalo pulls a full-on zombie revival, now with a dark aura and a murder boner. And it just went from King Buffalo to kaiju-sized nightmare fuel. My boy is so screwed. Taishi and Purin are looking up at the final boss, probably regretting not packing more snacks. Our boy is stating the obvious about the size upgrade while Purin looks ready to throw hands again. The King Buffalo is doing its best King Kong impression, and our boy looks like a damn action figure down there. The boss winds up a slap that could probably level a small city. This is not looking good, Chief. My man is just standing there while a hand the size of a bus comes down on him. The ball's on this kid. And he just hops out of the way like it's a game of double dutch. The agility is getting ridiculous. The boss is getting pissed that its new chew toy won't stand still, and our boy is just vibing. Taishi gets that I'm about to have a flashback look, and Purin is radiating pure kill-it-with-fire energy. We get a flashback to little boy Taishi running for his life with baby Purin. So this is where the cowardice started. And our boy goes full Super Saiyan, declaring his running days are officially over. The character development just hit. The boss is still monologuing about eating him. Bro, find a new personality trait, this one's getting old. Taishi starts charging up his final move, promising to end this with one shot. My man's about to drop a spirit bomb. Our boy is floating midair, charging up a final attack like he's about to smite this thing from existence. He calls it Thunder of Judgment, and Purin is on his shoulder looking like it personally signed the death warrant. The King Buffalo is looking at him like, wait, that wasn't in the patch notes. The confusion is real. And he just drops a whole-ass divine nuke on the boss. This is what we call excessive force. The boss is getting absolutely vaporized, its body cracking under the sheer power of the holy beatdown. And it's down for the count, looking like a piece of charcoal. That's what you get for having a second phase. Our boy and Purin are looking down at their handiwork like they just took out the trash. But this psycho is still trying to get up, screaming that he won't let them get away. Bro, just die already. So Taishi just walks up and delivers a casual, glowing kick to the face to end the conversation. My man is standing on the boss's corpse while it can't believe it got folded by a human in a jello shot. Taishi comes down with the final move, yelling at the boss like he's about to seal it away forever. Our boy hits him with the cold-ass "see ya," while Purin co-signs the execution order. And the boss gets absolutely vaporized in a final explosion. That's what you get for having 3 health bars. Taishi lands softly, officially ending the most unnecessarily long boss fight ever. And he immediately collapses on the ground, completely out of gas. My man used all his MP on that one move. His first thought after cheating death is that he's starving. This dude's priorities are a national treasure. And now they're just casually roasting the boss they just murdered. That's one way to get a victory meal. We get a full-on food porn shot of the king buffalo leg. My man is about to feast. Taishi is drooling over the food, and Purin is right there with him. The hunger is a shared brain cell. But Purin suddenly looks worried as hell, because the plot is never allowed to just chill for 5 minutes. Purin immediately spots some mushrooms because the post-battle munchies are hitting hard. While our boy is gassed, Purin is already chowing down on the local flora like a damn gourmet. Taishi is trying to be a responsible parent, telling his slime not to eat random shit off the floor. And the system confirms it's a mushroom 50 million times more poisonous than fugu. Of course it is. Our boy is having a full-blown meltdown, trying to stop his pet from committing suicide by fungus. Purin just swallows it anyway, giving him the "and what are you gonna do about it" face. Taishi is screaming for an antidote while Purin just casually splits in two like it's a party trick. The stat screen shows the god-tier poison did a whole 1 point of damage. My boy is built different. And the 1 point of damage healed instantly. This slime's region is better than Wolverine's. Taishi is relieved, realizing his SSS-rank pet can literally eat anything, and Purin is just vibing. Taishi is wondering if his victory meal is ready yet. My man's priorities are always food first. They absolutely demolished that boss leg, and now our boy is ready to get back to the side quest. And by ready, he means he's immediately passed out in a food coma while Purin stands guard. Purin is watching over him, probably realizing its owner is a complete liability who needs constant supervision. The little guy is having a silent monologue, clearly about to make a big decision without his dumbass owner. Purin looks over its shoulder, having decided Taishi is too gassed to continue the mission right now. The little guy gives one last look, like a parent leaving their kid at daycare for the first time, and Purin just heads off into the murder cave alone. The real main character is taking over the quest. Our boy wakes up and immediately realizes his SSS-rank bodyguard has ditched him. The panic is setting in. Taishi is calling for his slime, completely alone in a dungeon that just tried to kill him 3 times. Taishi is screaming for his little buddy, finally realizing he's been left on red in a death dungeon. My man stops dead in his tracks as the realization of where they are finally hits his one brain cell. And we get the trauma flashback of him abandoning Purin in this exact spot. Yeah, that's a bad memory. Our boy is finally connecting the dots, realizing he just dragged his best friend back to his worst memory. He's just standing there marinating in the guilt of being a shitty friend. Taishi slaps some sense into himself, realizing moping won't find his runaway slime. He's trying to use his main character powers to sense where Purin went. Good luck with that, dude. And he's getting absolutely nothing. The connection is officially offline. Our boy gets that look in his eye, deciding he's going in blind to find his partner. He's looking at the maze of caves, realizing this is going to be a whole-ass game of hide-and-seek. Our boy's slime dar is back online, pointing him towards a solid-ass rock wall. He touches the wall, confirming his little buddy just no-clipped through solid matter. So, of course, our boy tries to do the same and just runs face-first into it. And he immediately eats shit. Guess the Kool-Aid Man routine only works for slimes. He realizes it's a classic hidden entrance. My man just found the bonus level. Taishi is wondering who built this, completely forgetting he's in a magical death dungeon. He looks up and gets that "I've stumbled into the final boss room" look on his face. The camera pans out, and our boy is just staring in awe at whatever he just found. And it's a whole-ass temple hidden in the cave. This dungeon just got a lore drop. My man is still focused on the mission, realizing Purin is somewhere inside that temple. Our boy is screaming for his runaway slime, finally making it into the hidden temple. And Purin just peeks out from behind a pillar like it wasn't just soloing the main quest. Taishi spots his little buddy, looking relieved that his SSS-rank bodyguard is still in one piece. He immediately scoops up Purin and starts lecturing it for running off. My man went full worried parent. Purin just hits him with a cheeky wink, completely unbothered by the scolding. This slime has 0 regrets, and the little guy just hands over the magic plot flower like it was just another Tuesday. Taishi is losing his mind, realizing his slime just completed the quest while he was taking a nap. The system confirms it's the flower that cures all illnesses. Yeah, the naming department was not feeling creative. Our boy is celebrating like he just won the Super Bowl, giving all the credit to his little buddy. He's already planning the hospital trip, ready to save his future mother-in-law and secure the bag. Our boy is lecturing his SSS-rank bodyguard about danger, completely forgetting who carries this team. He's telling Purin to rely on him, and the slime is giving him the sure Jan look. Purin is just taking the lecture looking like it's about to file a complaint with HR. We get a flashback of Purin finding the plot flower just sitting there, unguarded. The little guy is looking proud as hell, basically saying, "Yeah, I did that, you're welcome." And a horned goddess just shows up, acting like she knows Purin from way back. She's throwing shade, asking Purin if slumming it with humans is really that fun. This psycho calls herself the dungeon goddess and accuses them of stealing her shit. Purin goes full battle mode, screaming its own name like a damn Pokemon. The dungeon goddess is just laughing, mocking Purin for simping over a human. The dungeon goddess is gatekeeping the plot flower, saying she can't just hand over the goods. She's taunting Purin, basically asking if the little jello shot is going to try and throw hands for it. This psycho gets right in its face, challenging the slime with a smug, "You and what army?" look. Purin goes full battle mode, getting a damn scar and screaming its name like a shonen hero. The dungeon goddess just gives it the most unimpressed stare I've ever seen. She's not even trying. And then she hits it with the "just kidding," completely trolling the poor slime. This chick is unhinged. She just tells them to take the flower, saying she's got no reason to stop them. The mood swings are insane. This psycho tells them to scram before she changes her mind, and Purin is rightfully confused by this trap. Purin cautiously approaches the prize, probably expecting the floor to open up or something. The little guy grabs the flower and celebrates, while the dungeon goddess watches like this was her plan all along. The dungeon goddess is trying to plant seeds of doubt, telling Purin our boy will eventually ditch it. Purin is having none of it, screaming its name like a damn battle cry to shut her up. This psycho is calling Purin naive for still trusting humans after everything that's happened, and she hits it with the low blow, reminding Purin about the time Taishi abandoned it in this very cave. She's still monologuing about betrayal while the plot flower just sits there looking pretty. Purin just ignores her, snags the flower, and the dungeon goddess is shocked by the sheer loyalty. She's genuinely confused by the concept of friendship. This chick needs to touch grass. The dungeon goddess scoffs and tells Purin to go back to its friend with maximum sarcasm. Purin dips out, and the flashback ends with the dungeon goddess watching it leave the temple. And we're back to the present, with our boy holding Purin while the goddess watches from the shadows. The dungeon goddess is still looking down on them, completely unimpressed by their little friendship moment. Our boy is just happy to have his slime back, completely oblivious to the psycho goddess watching them. The dungeon goddess is still monologuing in the shadows, probably salty her manipulation tactics failed. We get another flashback to when our boy abandoned Purin, and this psycho was just watching the whole time. Little Purin is crying its heart out, and this chick was just enjoying the show. That's cold. The dungeon goddess has a smug-ass smile on her face, confirming she's the ultimate hater. She's dropping cryptic bullshit about their meeting being a curse. Yeah, okay, drama queen. As they leave, she tells them to enjoy the curse, and Purin is already radiating "I'm so done" energy. And we're back at the hospital, because the side quest is over and the main plot is waiting. Our boy is sprinting down the hall, ready to deliver the plot device and become the hero. Our boy is doing the Naruto run down the hospital hall, praying he's not too late. He's putting his F-rank cardio to the test, trying to beat the clock on this whole family tragedy. My man rounds the corner and immediately stops, seeing the vibe is already dead. He spots best girl standing alone in the hallway, and you just know the news is bad. And yup, she's crying her eyes out. My man's hero moment might have just missed its window. Taishi's face drops as he realizes he might have failed the most important side quest of his life. He's having a full-on "was I too late" monologue. Bro, the dramatic timing is killing me. The whole world shatters around him as the reality of the situation starts to sink in. He's just standing there watching her cry, completely powerless. The hero complex just took a massive hit. Best girl is absolutely devastated, and our boy is about to get a crash course in emotional support. Our boy and Purin are just standing there, completely shattered as the hero moment evaporates. And we get the trauma flashback of him being a helpless kid in this exact same situation. He's reliving his parents' death, staring at the surgery sign like it's his personal villain origin story. Best girl finally notices him, calling out his name while looking absolutely defeated. He immediately asks about her mom, and she's just surprised he's even there for the emotional support shift. She hits him with the "there's still a chance," and the suicide mission for the flower is officially back on. And the heart monitor immediately flatlines because the plot has absolutely zero chill. They both whip around as the sound of failure echoes through the hall. The panic is back. Best girl sprints for the room, and our boy is about to get a front row seat to Tragedy 2.0. Taishi is just standing there, probably realizing it's finally time to use that magic plot flower. We get a close-up on the flatline because the plot needed to hit rock bottom before the hero moment. The whole family is watching the tragedy unfold while our boy stands in the back like a lost puppy. The medical team is doing their thing, and my man is just watching from the doorway, completely useless. The doctor and nurse have that "we did everything we could" look. This is not a good sign, Chief. And the doctor gives the slow head shake of defeat. It's officially over, folks. Best Girl is having a full-on breakdown while her dad tries to hold her together. This is rough. Our boy is just watching, and you know this is hitting way too close to home for him. And we get the full trauma flashback of him losing his own parents. The parallels are absolutely brutal. Taishi drops his bag, looking like he's about to say "fuck it" and intervene in this whole tragedy. He pulls out the magic plot flower, ready to play God and reverse this whole damn death scene. Our boy busts in like the Kool-Aid man, declaring he's got the cheat code to revive his future mother-in-law. The doctor and nurse are just staring, completely baffled by the high school kid trying to practice unlicensed magic medicine. Best Girl and her dad are just frozen, trying to process the random F-rank kid holding a glowing flower in the middle of their family tragedy. The nurse tries to shut him down, but our boy is not letting hospital policy get in the way of his hero moment. She's telling him to get out, and my man is pleading his case like a lawyer with a magic flower for evidence. The whole room is staring, and the chairman is asking Best Girl who the hell this loud kid is. Best Girl looks at him with tears in her eyes, about to drop a serious-ass condition on this whole rescue mission. And we get a flashback to some new dude telling Taishi to stay away from Best Girl if he survives the dungeon. A wild love rival appears. Another flashback shows Best Girl on the phone saying she always believed in him. My girl has been ride or die from the start. Back in the present, Taishi and Purin have their game faces on, ready to defy doctors, dads, and love rivals to save the day. Best Girl is looking absolutely shattered, but you know she's about to put her faith in our boy. She steps in front of the nurse, telling her to hold up before they call the whole thing off. My girl is vouching for him, begging the staff to believe in her F-rank friend's magic flower plan. She's full-on bowing, pleading with the doctor to just use the damn plot device on her mom. The desperation is hitting critical levels as she begs them to save her mom, who is still very much flatlining. The doctor hits them with the "we can't use untested flowers" line, trying to kill the hero moment with logic. The chairman pulls the ultimate rich guy move, saying he'll take full responsibility for this magical experiment. The doctor is just staring, probably not used to CEOs approving unlicensed fantasy medicine on the spot. The monitor is still screaming "dead," and the chairman is yelling at the doc to get a move on. And we get a dramatic zoom out of the hospital, just to let the tension marinate. The doctor gives the post-op instructions, and the vibe is still, "Don't celebrate just yet, dumbasses." The chairman is demanding answers from the doctor while our boy just stands there like the world's most awkward intern. The doc hits them with the "it's working, but we don't know why" speech. Science is not ready for magic flowers. The chairman is ready to pop the champagne, but the doctor is still trying to manage his expectations. Best Girl is back at her mom's bedside, and the hero moment is officially a success. The suicide mission paid off. The chairman is full-on bowing to our boy. My man just got the ultimate father-in-law approval. He's still thanking Taishi, and our boy is just trying to act like he didn't just play God with a flower. The chairman hits him with the reality check, basically saying, "You're damn lucky that shit worked, kid." And now he's back to praising him, calling our boy the bringer of hope. The emotional whiplash is real. Taishi immediately gives all the credit to Purin, who looks ready to accept its MVP award. The chairman offers to repay him, but our boy's brain is still stuck on the father-in-law channel. They hear a noise and immediately bolt down the hall. My man is ready for another round of hospital drama, and the magic flower worked. Best Girl's mom is sitting up, looking like she just had a nice nap. The boys are watching from the doorway, and even the chairman looks like he's about to break down. Best Girl is crying tears of joy, finally getting her happy ending after all that damn stress. The chairman is on his knees, having a full-on emotional breakdown at his wife's bedside. Our boy is in the hall, giving Purin the MVP award because he knows who carried this whole side quest. The medical staff shows up, and the doctor is calling it a miracle. "Bro, it's called an SSS-rank slime." The doctor is trying to make sense of the situation, ordering tests to figure out how his patient undied. Taishi is just listening to the miracle talk while Purin sits there like, "Yeah, I did that." Our boy is having a full-on trauma flashback, remembering how he prayed for a miracle that never came. He sees Best Girl's family get their happy ending, realizing the miracle actually happened for someone else. Taishi decides to dip, realizing this is a private family moment and not his victory party. He's walking away, leaving the happy family behind. Mission accomplished, but the vibe is still heavy. My man is on his budget-ass bike, riding through a suspiciously scenic route after saving a life. He's admitting to Purin that even though he's happy, his brain is still being a little bitch. And he drops the heavy shit, wondering if he could have saved his own parents with these powers. Our boy is having a full-on meltdown, screaming at himself for having survivor's guilt. He's staring at his phone, probably about to make a call he'll regret, while Purin just watches. And he's calling Best Girl Akizuki, because nothing solves trauma like calling your crush at a bus stop. Best Girl is on the phone, confirming the magic flower worked and calling her mom's recovery a miracle. Our boy plays it cool, telling her he knew it would work out, while Purin just vibes on his shoulder. She's trying to summon him for the official meet the parents moment, saying her mom wants to thank him. My man immediately lies, saying he's going home to dodge the awkward "thank you for saving my life" family meeting. Best Girl is visibly disappointed, admitting she wanted to talk more. My man is fumbling the bag. He tries to salvage it by suggesting a rain check, pushing the meetup until after her mom gets out. She agrees to the future date, but you can tell she's about to drop some emotional shit on him. She hits him with the heartfelt "thank you," and our boy just has to sit there and take the emotional damage. Our boy is just processing the emotional weight of the conversation, about to drop his own "thank you." He returns the favor, thanking her for believing in him when he was just an F-rank scrub. Our boy hangs up, ending the most emotionally draining phone call of his entire life. Back at the hospital, Mom is awake and her first question is where the hell her savior went. Best Girl relays his message, but Mom is bummed she can't thank the kid who literally undied her. Karen is just smiling at her phone, already planning their next rom-com moment. My girl is down bad. Our boy is trying to force a good mood on his bike ride home while Purin looks completely over it. He's giving himself a pep talk, trying to outrun the survivor's guilt with sheer dumbass optimism. And his solution to complex emotional trauma is, of course, to go get some damn snacks. He slams on the brakes mid-ride because his one brain cell just remembered something important. My man is having a full-on panic attack, realizing he forgot about his actual real-life problems. And the problem is he's broke as hell and late on rent. The hero life doesn't pay the bills, apparently. Our boy is bowing to his landlady, trying to smooth over his late rent with apology snacks. The landlady is way too chill about it, basically telling him not to sweat the late payment. She's not going to say no to the snacks, though. My girl knows a good bribe when she sees one. But then she hits him with the friendly warning, telling him to give her a heads up next time. Taishi is just relieved he's not getting evicted, promising to be a better tenant from now on. Next on the agenda is quitting his part-time job because the ranker life is calling. He's breaking the news to his coworker, who looks genuinely sad to see him go. But the boss is hyped as hell, finding out our boy is about to become a pro monster killer. They're giving him the "don't forget us when you're famous" speech, and Purin is just vibing. And with that, our boy gets a wholesome send-off, officially leaving his normie life behind. Our boy gets a hero's send-off from his old job, and Purin is just soaking it all in. The coworker is worried he's gonna die, but the boss is like, nah, he's built different. The boss calls Purin his family, while our boy is already planning the victory feast. And we're back to the hospital, because the rom-com plot never takes a day off. Best Girl is telling her mom stories about our boy's main character moments in class. Mom calls her out for simping, and Best Girl just defends her man's honor. My girl is blushing just thinking about him, and Mom is demanding the full relationship lore. And we get the origin story flashback to when they were just two kids in a classroom. She remembers him being the emo kid in the corner, but she knew about his tragic backstory. And she reveals she was going through her own family drama, connecting with his pain. Best Girl explains they were both emo kids, bonding over their shared trauma in the back of the class. She confirms she made the first move because our boy's social skills were completely non-existent. And because he went to bat for her against the bullies, she knew he was a real one from the jump. Back in the present, she's telling her mom that our boy is a certified good dude while cutting an apple. Mom is just happy her daughter is simping over a guy who can make her smile. The approval is locked in. Best Girl admits he's a bit of a weirdo, but she's clearly into that shit. We get a flashback of him getting slapped with a fish. Yeah, mysterious is one word for it. She says he makes her worry, probably because he looks like he's never seen a butcher before. She calls him reliable while he's drooling over a mountain of fried food. My girl's standards are on the floor, and she ends her simp monologue by saying just thinking about him makes her happy. She is in deep. Mom drops some life advice, saying the guy who makes you laugh is the one. She's basically giving her the green light. Best Girl is in disbelief that her grumpy-ass dad was ever capable of making someone laugh. Mom explains that seeing the chairman's soft side was the whole damn point, The man's a secret softie. And Best Girl is hyped, realizing our boy fits that exact description. The connection has been made. Mom drops the full love story, explaining how she fell for the chairman. This is a full-on romance tutorial. Best Girl is just sitting there, processing the L word, while the shoujo sparkles go into overdrive. And she's blushing hard, realizing her little crush might be the main quest after all. She immediately tries to deny it, hitting her mom with the "we're just friends" defense. Sure, Jan. Mom just gives her that all-knowing smile because she can smell the simp from a mile away, and she's just basking in her daughter's denial. The ship has officially been approved by the mother-in-law. Best Girl is in full-blown denial, trying to shut down her mom's aggressive shipping campaign. The chairman bursts in with victory sushi, completely oblivious to the ongoing rom-com interrogation. My man immediately gets embarrassed, realizing he just broke his stoic CEO character in front of his kid. Best Girl is just watching her parents be happy, realizing this is a rare family cutscene. She gets overwhelmed by the wholesome vibes and dips out to get water, a classic escape maneuver. My girl is at the water cooler, still processing the fact her dad has a personality beyond workaholic. She's just trying to have a moment, realizing her dad is actually a secret dork, and she immediately does a spit take all over the chairman. The comedic timing is absolutely brutal. She's apologizing profusely while her dad just takes the facial, calling it refreshing. What a damn champ. The chairman hands her a phone saying Mom thinks she has a special someone to call. The wing mom strikes again. Best Girl is staring at the phone like it's the final boss, ready to make the call. The chairman is getting absolutely roasted by his own family, realizing he's been set up. My man is having a full-on meltdown, realizing he's being tag-teamed by the women in his life. Best Girl is just basking in the glow, ready to shoot her shot with our boy. She calls our boy to drop the good news, officially kicking off the post-trauma rom-com arc. And she immediately hits him with the "we need to talk" line, setting up the official date. And we're at the date spot, with Best Girl looking like a whole-ass snack while she waits. Our boy finally rolls up looking like he actually put some effort into his outfit for once. She hits him with the full-power smile, and my man's one brain cell is just short-circuiting. She asks about the team's MVP, and our boy confirms Purin is chaperoning from inside his bag. Our boy suggests the classic park bench date, and Best Girl is immediately on board. They're just chilling with some drinks, soaking in the post-trauma rom-com vibes. My man is giving her that "I just saved your mom" look, and she is absolutely eating it up. He hits her with the smoothest line yet, saying he's happy because she's smiling. My boy's riz is leveling up, and it's a critical hit. Best Girl is blushing hard, completely stunned by his sudden game. Our boy is on his hero monologue, feeling good about finally using his powers for something other than murder. He's just basking in the wholesome moment, looking genuinely happy for once. But the third wheel is waking up because Purin can't let them have a private moment. The little guy bursts out of the bag to join the date, and Best Girl is hyped to see the real MVP. Purin is bouncing around like a damn pinball while some sketchy dude with a camera lurks in the background. The sketchy photographer snaps a pic, and you just know this isn't some random act of kindness. He calls them a cute couple and offers them the photo. Bro, nobody is this nice for free. They take the picture, completely oblivious to the fact this dude was just stalking them. Our boy and Best Girl are looking at the photo, and the wholesome rom-com energy is back on track. The picture comes out perfect, and our boy is hyped. My man just got a souvenir from his first real date. He immediately starts simping, telling Best Girl she looks amazing. My boy is shooting his shot. Best Girl is now fully energized, dragging our boy and his slime off to continue the date montage. Our boy and Purin share a look, ready to follow Best Girl into whatever rom-com shenanigans are next. And they're off, running through the park like the main characters in a damn opening credit sequence. The date continues at a street market, and our boy is just trying to keep up with Best Girl's energy. The date montage hits the movie theater, and Purin is just chilling on the popcorn like a damn garnish. Next up is ramen, and the little guy gets its own seat at the table. This slime is living the good life. Purin face plants into our boy's ice cream, because sharing is a foreign concept to this little monster. The date is winding down and they're walking through the quiet streets. You know the confession scene is coming. And we get the full-on shoujo sparkle effect. My man is about to level up his relationship status. Our boy finally remembers she had something to tell him, setting the stage for the big moment. Best Girl gets all flustered, trying to start her confession while Purin is just knocked out in the bag. She's laying it on thick, admitting she's always thinking about him and worrying about his dumb ass. And right as she's about to drop the L-bomb, a whole-ass helicopter shows up to ruin the moment. The helicopter kicks up a dust storm, and the confession gets officially cock-blocked by a damn wind turbine, and a whole-ass squad of suits rappels down from the helicopter. This is the most extra confession block I've ever seen. The goon squad lands, and Best Girl immediately recognizes the lead bald dude. The vibe just went from rom-com to business meeting. The bald guy, Takahara, greets our boy like an old friend. My man's reputation is finally preceding him. Our boy is wondering why this dude needed a helicopter for a house call, and Purin is equally confused. Baldy says the association heard about his little SS-rank dungeon field trip. Word travels fast when you're a god-tier F-rank, and he drops the bomb offering our boy a promotion straight to S-rank. My man's about to skip the whole damn corporate ladder. Our boy is absolutely floored by the job offer. He went from F-rank scrub to S-rank in like a week. One of the suits is throwing shade, saying our boy doesn't look the part. Bro, you just saw him on a date. The other suits are gossiping about him eating a dragon. The rumor mill in this world is absolutely unhinged. Baldy says they're here to see for themselves, which means our boy's date is about to turn into a job interview. Baldy asks our boy if he's ready to take the S-rank test right now. Bro, read the room, he's on a date. He's explaining that S-rankers are a national security asset, so they can't just hand out the title. Baldy hits him with the, "If you're really that guy, this should be a cakewalk" line. Purin looks skeptical. The whole suit squad is just standing there, waiting for an answer. The peer pressure is absolutely insane. Best Girl is looking worried as hell, and our boy knows his confession-blocking job interview is serious. She immediately asks if the test is dangerous. My girl is always looking out for her dumb ass. Our boy just gives her a confident smile, and Purin looks like it's ready to carry the whole damn test. He gets all dramatic, addressing her like they're in the final scene of a romance movie. My man drops the "will you trust me this time too" line. The riz is absolutely off the charts. He's monologuing about this being their one shot to prove themselves, and Purin is ready for the glow-up. My man accepts the test, telling Best Girl to trust him while Purin co-signs the confidence. He hits her with the "we'll finish this later," putting the confession on hold for his job interview. Best Girl is blushing hard, completely sold on his main character energy. The simp levels are critical. Our boy officially tells the suit squad he's ready to take the test. Let's get this bread. And they're getting extracted by helicopter. The association does not fuck around with their recruitment budget. Best Girl is left behind to watch her man fly off to his potential death. Classic shonen romance trope. He gives her the "I'll be back soon" wave from the chopper. Bro thinks he's in an action movie. And she's on the ground cheering him on. My girl is the ultimate emotional support unit. They're flying over some murder canyon, and Baldy calls the first test simple. Yeah, I've heard that one before. The test is to survive the canyon dungeon. Our boy's face says he knows this is just another Tuesday. Baldy lays out the rules. Follow the map, get to the finish line in 24 hours. It's a death race, basically, and he'll be graded by 3 suits, one of whom is already stress-eating fries. That's a good sign. The chopper is about to land, but our boy is already standing up, ready to get this over with. The suits are telling him to sit his ass down, warning him this is where the strongest monsters hang out. My man just gives them a smug smile, completely unfazed by the danger zone warning. And he just fucking jumps out of the helicopter, calling it the shortest route. This kid is unhinged. The suits are losing their minds that he just bailed, while Baldy looks like he half expected this shit. Our boy just sprouts a pair of golden wings midair. He's not falling, he's making a goddamn entrance. And the canyon is absolutely swarming with shadow monsters. The welcome party is looking a little hostile. He's already charging up a new move mid-flight, about to drop in on these mobs with extreme prejudice. He calls the move Flash and just carpet bombs the whole damn canyon with holy light. The entire valley gets lit up like the 4th of July. That's what you call an entrance exam. The suits in the chopper are losing their collective minds, trying to process the absolute beatdown they just witnessed. Baldy asks for a damage report, and the lady says the A-rank mobs just got deleted from the server. My man is just floating there, having one-shotted the entire welcome committee without breaking a sweat. The whole suit squad is shook, admitting they've never seen this level of raw power before. Baldy is finally realizing the rumors were underselling him. This kid is on a whole other level, but the lady on the tablet says something survived the nuke. The test ain't over yet, Chief. Our boy and Purin turn to face the new challenger. The "are you not entertained" look is strong. And a big-ass rockworm pops out of the smoke. Looks like the real test is just starting. The rockworm lunges, and our boy is just floating there like he's waiting for his Uber. Taishi and Purin give it the "we're about to end this man's whole career" stare. and Purin just wraps around the boss's face like a damn fruit roll-up of death. The move is called Cushion Spiral, and the boss is getting absolutely throttled by a jello shot. And that's a wrap. The boss gets turned into a blood sprinkler. The test lasted all of 5 seconds. The suit squad in the chopper is just staring at the screen, completely speechless. They're screaming, "Test cleared," while our boy is in the back, asking if he has to do the whole race now. Baldy confirms the test is over and dangles the promotion on the condition of one more mission. The final test is to hunt a king crab in an underwater dungeon. My man's about to go on a seafood run. Our boy thinks it sounds easy, but Baldy hits him with the, "It's not that simple," because of course it isn't. The suit squad explains the dungeon is A rank, but only an S ranker can find the damn crab, so it's a glorified game of hide and seek. Our boy asks why it's so exclusive, and Purin is just radiating "because you scrubs can't handle it" energy. And the reason is they're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere ocean. The dungeon is literally at the bottom of the sea. Baldy is giving the pre-mission briefing while the suits look like they're about to attend a funeral. One of the suits is already having second thoughts, reminding everyone this is an S-rank mission. No shit, Sherlock. The lady suit adds that just reaching the entrance is a boss fight in itself. The logistics are a nightmare. Our boy just hits them with the, "It's fine, I got my slime," completely unbothered by the whole deep-sea death trap thing. And Purin puffs out its chest, screaming its name like it's ready to solo the entire ocean. The pilot announces they're at the drop zone, telling them to get ready to descend into the abyss. Taishi is all smiles, ready to go, while Purin looks like it's about to commit several war crimes against marine life. Our boy is hyped for the deep sea dive, ready to jump out of another perfectly good helicopter. And he just yeets himself out of the chopper again. This is literally his only mode of transportation. My man is free-falling into the abyss, putting all his faith in his SSS-rank life raft. And Purin turns into a damn personal submarine. This slime's skill tree is absolutely broken. They make a splashdown that would make NASA jealous. That's one way to enter a dungeon. And they're just casually descending to Atlantis while our boy rides in his slime bubble. Taishi is shocked to find a dungeon underwater. Bro, that was the entire mission briefing. Our boy is asking what's up while Purin looks like it's about to drop a flashbang. The little guy goes full battle mode, scar and all, ready to light this place up. And Purin just unleashes a damn sonar ping of holy light to clear the area. Our boy is getting his face rearranged by the sheer force of Purin's new light show. The system confirms Purin's new skill is nuclear fusion. My boy's pet is a literal pocket sun. Taishi is praising his slime for being a tactical flashlight, and Purin is eating up the compliments. My man is just floating through Atlantis in his personal slime mobile. The luxury is absolutely unreal. They're just cruising through the underwater ruins like it's a damn tourist attraction. Taishi is having his mind blown by the scenery, completely forgetting he's on a murder mission. He spots the main entrance, finally remembering they're supposed to be doing something other than sightseeing. And they're off, with Purin acting as a personal elevator to the next level of the dungeon. They just breached the surface into a hidden air pocket. This dungeon has layers, apparently. Our boy is staring at the temple entrance, realizing this underwater dungeon has a whole-ass dry section. Our boy is tempting fate, talking about how quiet it is right before the inevitable jump scare. And the camera pans out to show a whole school of murder fish waiting to ambush him from below. Purin's danger sense is going off, and our boy is just now realizing something is wrong. The welcome committee of nightmare fuel fish finally makes its move, lunging out of the water. Our boy and his slime are officially on high alert, realizing their chill sightseeing tour is over. Purin goes full battle noodle mode, ready to protect its owner from the seafood special. The little guy drops another holy flashbang, creating a ring of light to delete the trash mobs. And the fish get absolutely vaporized, falling back into the water like burnt toast. Taishi gives his SSS-rank bodyguard the credit it deserves for carrying him through another fight. Purin is absolutely basking in the praise, screaming its name like the MVP it is. Our boy is getting cocky again, talking about how easy this is while Purin just cosigns the arrogance. Purin is leading the charge down the hallway like it's the only one paying the bills around here. The little guy is just body-slamming trash mobs out of existence. No finesse, just pure violence. And now it's shooting holy laser beams. This slime's moveset is getting absolutely ridiculous. Purin just faceplants another monster into next week. The disrespect is off the charts. Our boy is just doing cardio while his pet clears the entire dungeon for him. What a life. They've already reached the boss room. This is less of a test and more of a speed run. Taishi is asking his slime if it's ready, and Purin is giving him the bitch I was born ready look. And the king crab boss finally makes its grand entrance from its personal hot tub. We get a close-up on the boss, and this thing looks like it's about to cancel their S-rank promotion personally. The king crab hits them with a JoJo pose like it's about to drop a mixtape. Our boy is just confused, wondering if the boss is trying to start a dance battle. Purin is already over it, realizing the crab is just trying to taunt them into the water. Taishi realizes he's got to get wet to finish the job, and he is not happy about it. They're just staring down into the murder pool, waiting for the boss to make a move. And the crab immediately shoots a water cannon at him. Guess the waiting game is over. The boss calls for backup, and a whole-ass A-rank swordfish joins the party. And an A-rank octopus pops up too. This is turning into a full-on seafood buffet of death. Taishi warns Purin to be careful, but the little guy is already in I'm the captain now mode. And Purin just drops another holy flashbang, ready to turn this calamari into calamari. And Purin's flashbang instantly cooks the boss's backup into a floating seafood platter. Our boy is just standing there, watching the pre-cooked meal float by while the main course waits. And my man's first thought is how delicious the boss's dead friends look. His priorities are a national treasure. The king crab gets pissed and snatches our boy up for trying to eat its homies. Purin is watching its dumbass owner get folded, looking like it's about to file a formal complaint. Taishi finally realizes he might be in actual danger now that he's in a death grip. The king crab is giving him the "you're about to get cracked open" stare. The vibe is not good. He's calling out for Purin, who looks on with maximum "I have to do everything myself" energy. My man tries to play it cool, telling his slime he's fine while actively being crushed. And the crab immediately yeets him across the room like a damn frisbee. So much for being fine. Purin is giving the crab the "you just fucked up" stare. Nobody touches its dumbass owner. The king crab is trying to turn our boy into a human pretzel. This is not the seafood dinner he was expecting. Purin's death fear is activated, realizing its owner's plot armor might actually have a deductible. And the little guy goes full shadow bender, wrapping the boss up in some dark-ass tentacles. The crab gets absolutely choked out by the shadow slime, finally letting go of our boy. Taishi realizes his slime just went all out to save his ass. He was 1 second away from being crab food. Our boy is finally free from the death grip, looking shocked that he's not a paste yet. And he's immediately back on his bullshit, calling for the finisher like he wasn't just getting folded. Purin is ready for the tag team, giving him the "let's fucking go" look. And the little guy turns into solid mithril. This slime just unlocked a new damn evolution mid-fight. Our boy yeets his newly evolved slime like a damn javelin, going for the kill shot. The king crab is about to get a mithril-grade piercing it did not ask for. Purin is going full torpedo mode, looking like it's about to commit a war crime for the team. And that's a direct hit. The little guy just turned the boss into a damn shish kebab. The whole damn room lights up as Purin's attack goes critical. That's the nuclear fusion finisher. The king crab surfaces, looking like it just got hit by a freight train. The fight is officially over. Taishi is standing on the boss's corpse, completely shocked that their tag team bullshit actually worked. My man is just standing on the floating carcass, surveying the damage. The S-rank test is in the bag. He's just staring down at the dead boss, probably wondering how the hell they pulled that off. Our boy is asking if they won, still not believing his slime just soloed an S-rank mission. Our boy is checking on his slime, who is just chilling on the boss's claw like a damn war trophy. And Taishi's first thought is to take the S-rank boss home for dinner. My man's priorities are legendary. Purin is just glowing, absolutely basking in the glory of another successful carry. And the little guy just fucking absorbs the entire king crab. This slime is a walking loot vacuum. Purin is now floating in the water, wearing the boss's shell like a goddamn hat. The disrespect is unreal. Taishi is inspecting the new loot, probably checking the stats on his slime's new battle hat. He's shocked the shell is pristine, admitting most S-rankers couldn't pull off a clean kill like that. Our boy is giving Purin all the credit, and the little guy is just soaking up the MVP treatment. Taishi declares the mission a success, ready to head back and claim his S-rank promotion. And Purin just bounces out of the dungeon wearing the boss's corpse as a hat. What a fucking power move. The suit squad is just hovering in the chopper, waiting for our boy to either die or come back with dinner. The suits are looking down like worried parents, probably already writing up the died in action report. One of the suits is already panicking, asking to call for backup. Bro has absolutely zero faith. Baldy tells them to chill, basically saying, let him cook. He knows our boy is built different. Something starts bubbling up from the depths. The suspense is killing them and me. The whole squad spots him, pointing like they just saw a damn sea monster. Which they kinda did. And our boy just surfaces, riding the boss's corpse like a goddamn surfboard. What an absolute flex. The entire suit squad is just frozen, trying to process the sheer audacity of this kid. The main suit is losing his shit, wondering how they managed to bring back the whole-ass boss. The lady suit is having a moment, realizing they just witnessed the birth of a true S-rank legend. Our boy is just standing there on the boss's corpse, waiting for his ride like he just ordered an Uber. The suit squad is scrambling, reporting the successful seafood run back to HQ. My man is reaching for the rope like he's the star of his own action movie. The dramatics are off the charts. Baldy gives him the official thumbs up, confirming our boy has finally graduated from F-rank scrub. Taishi is absolutely beaming, accepting the promotion like he didn't just get carried by his slime. He immediately turns to Purin to share the news, because he knows who the real S-ranker is on this team. Purin is bouncing on the boss's corpse, screaming its name like it just won the Super Bowl. My man is already planning the victory feast, because his brain only has two settings, fighting and eating. He's hyping up the celebration party while Purin co-signs the plan. These two share one brain cell. Baldy is watching this whole dumbass celebration, admitting the kid's an idiot but a heartwarming one. They're airlifting the boss's corpse back to HQ like a goddamn war trophy. They land at the association HQ and the whole damn welcome committee is out for the new S-rank. Baldy is giving the official speech, making our boy's promotion legit in front of everyone. And it's official. My man just got promoted to S-rank looking like a damn main character. Baldy welcomes him to the big leagues, and the suit squad is just standing there looking impressed. The whole faceless suit squad gives him a round of applause. My boy's finally getting some respect. Our boy is just trying to process the moment while Purin looks smug as hell on his shoulder. They're all congratulating him, and for once it doesn't feel like they're just being polite. And we get the trauma flashback of him getting bullied, reminding us he's always been the underdog. He realizes this is the first time anyone's ever genuinely cheered for him. The glow-up is real. Our boy is giving his big hero speech about responsibility, and Purin is just vibing on his shoulder. The other suits are hyping him up, calling him the pride of the branch. My man's finally getting his flowers. Baldy hits him with the fine print, saying they're keeping his S-rank status on the down low because he's still a kid. He's warning our boy that the secret won't last long, and the big leagues are coming for him. Baldy drops the great power, great responsibility line, and the reality of the situation starts to sink in. And the imposter syndrome immediately kicks in. My man is already doubting his new S-rank title. He's admitting all the power comes from Purin, basically saying he's just the slime's glorified manager. Baldy hits him with the big brain question, asking why he thinks the SSS-rank slime chose him in the first place. Our boy is completely stumped, realizing he has no damn clue why he's the chosen one. Baldy drops the truth bomb, telling him contracting with Purin is proof that he's got his own hidden power. Baldy is telling our boy he's not just a slime sitter, he's got his own hidden potential. He's officially passing the torch, telling him to own his new S-rank title and stop with the imposter syndrome. And after all that heavy shit, Baldy immediately pivots to asking him out for a celebratory lunch. He's setting up this lunch like it's a damn date. The shoujo sparkles are a bit much, my guy. And we're off to the secret S-rank lunch spot, probably some bougie-ass place our boy can't afford. Baldy explains that being an S-ranker means you get to eat at places that don't have a dollar menu. Our boy is losing his mind over the fancy restaurant. My man's never seen this level of bougie before. The chef welcomes them, but Baldy reveals he's not the one who set this up. A mystery host appears, and the chef is having a full-on emotional breakdown, calling them his saviors. What the hell is going on? The chef immediately goes in for the hug, and our boy has no idea why this random dude is crying on him. Baldy is thanking the chef who's welcoming them in. Looks like this whole thing was a setup, and they're sitting down to a feast that probably costs more than our boy's rent for a year. My man is losing his shit over the fancy food, and Purin is ready to go feral on this spread. The chef is telling them to dig in, saying he owes them. Okay, now the random crying makes a little more sense. Baldy explains this chef was the client for the King Crab mission, so his S-rank test was just a glorified delivery job. Our boy finally puts two and two together, realizing this is the dude who sent him on a seafood run from hell. The chef tells them to eat first, talk later. My man and his slime don't need to be told twice. Purin is in a full-on food coma, and our boy is worried they overdid it. Bro, you earned it. Taishi thanks the chef for the meal, and Baldy is just chilling. The post-mission debrief is going well. Our boy asks the big question, why the hell did he need an S-rank crab? My man thinks it's for a cooking competition. The chef hits him with the "that's part of it," teasing a much deeper reason for the S-rank seafood run. He explains the crab was for a single ultimate dish meant for just one person. This ain't for the public, Chief. Our boy is processing this, realizing his S-rank test was just a personal favor for this dude. The chef drops the lore. It was for a dear friend's last meal request before they leave the country again. He's just happy he could fulfill his friend's wish, and our boy is feeling the wholesome vibes. Taishi is all smiles, calling the chef's dedication admirable. My man is a sucker for a good story. The chef immediately flips the script, asking our boy if he has a special someone. The ambush is real. He drops some heavy life advice, telling our boy to never hold back his feelings. This just got deep. The chef warns him that regret over unspoken feelings is the worst kind. Bro is a professional shipper, and our boy immediately flashes back to best girl. The chef's words just hit the bullseye, and our boy's one brain cell is just screaming best girl's name. The chef's advice was a direct hit. He immediately stands up, hitting them with the I just remembered excuse to dip. My man is on a mission. Baldy gives him the green light, and our boy is out the door before anyone can stop him. The chef is just left there, probably thinking, damn, my life advice actually worked for once. The chef is still simping over our boy's S-rank status, impressed by the kid's resume. Baldy confirms he's the talk of the town at the association. The F-rank scrub is officially a legend. They're both marveling at the prodigy, and the chef hits Baldy with a serious-ass request. The chef is basically telling Baldy to be his dad, asking him to protect our boy. The adoption papers are pending. While the adults are planning his future, our boy is sprinting to finish his confession. Priorities, people. My man is booking it down the street like the rom-com ending depends on it because it fucking does. Our boy is on the phone, ready to finish that confession, while Purin just vibes on his head. And his one brain cell fires, realizing best girl is at school and he's a damn dropout. He's debating whether to stalk her house or face the shame of showing up at school. The insecurity is real. But his rom-com moment gets cock-blocked by an unknown number. Of course it does. And it's the goddamn principal on the line. My man can't catch a break from adult supervision. The principal says he's taking over because the homeroom teacher was fumbling the bag. He's calling to follow up on the please come back to school offer they made earlier. The principal is full-on begging, saying they'll meet any demand to get their S-rank student back. Our boy immediately agrees to a face-to-face meeting. The confession can wait, business calls. And we're back at the high school, the scene of all his previous F-rank trauma. Our boy decides to make a pit stop to see best girl before his big meeting. Priorities are straight, and he spots her immediately. The rom-com gods are smiling on him for once. He's about to hit her with the big I'm back smile, ready to finish what they started. And of course, she's walking with some random jock. The universe loves to cock-block this man. My man's whole world just shatters. Purin is already choosing violence on his behalf. The peanut gallery confirms the new guy is the soccer captain. A wild rival has appeared. Best girl is laughing with this dude, looking way too comfortable for our boy's liking. And just like that, all the S-rank confidence he just built up is gone. Reduced to atoms. He's just standing there in the hallway of despair while Purin looks equally defeated. Someone calls his name, probably the principal wondering why he's having a meltdown in the hall. Our boy is just trying to process the emotional damage from seeing best girl with another dude. And of course, his old bullies show up to kick him while he's down. The timing is impeccable. The lead bully, Blondie, calls him out by name, probably looking for a rematch. Blondie hits him with the "you dropped out" line, trying to assert his dominance on the school roof. Our boy just calmly says he's here for the principal, completely unfazed by this high school drama. Blondie is sweating, realizing our boy isn't the same F-rank punching bag he remembers. He's noticing the glow-up, and Purin is just daring him to try something stupid. Blondie admits our boy's eyes are different. Yeah, that's the look of an S-ranker, dumbass. Taishi and Purin are just staring him down, radiating "we could end you" energy. And Blondie immediately folds, asking for a favor. My man went from bully to beggar in 5 seconds. Blondie is begging our boy to unseal the skill he locked. Oh, how the turntables. He's whining about feeling like useless trash without his powers. Welcome to the F-rank experience, bitch. My man is having a full-blown tantrum on the school roof, screaming for his powers back. His goons are just watching, admitting they're too weak to do shit now that Taishi has leveled up. And now he's on his hands and knees, fully groveling. The character development is beautiful. Our boy hits him with the coldest, most satisfying no in the history of ever. Taishi calls him out for being a piece of shit who ruined lives without a care in the world. We get the flashback of Blondie being a textbook asshole, reminding us why he deserves this. Our boy asks if he really thought he'd get a pass for all that, and Purin is backing him up. Taishi drops the final nail, calling him out for still being a bully and faking his redemption arc. Our boy says seeing these clowns again has convinced him to come back to school, just to fuck with them. He's on his hero monologue talking about setting things straight. My man is about to become the hall monitor from hell. Blondie is just processing the fact that his old punching bag is now the final boss of the school. Taishi hits him with the "you better behave" warning, and Purin is co-signing the threat with its whole chest. He promises to pay them back for every single F-rank slight. The interest on that debt is going to be brutal. The whole bully squad is just shitting themselves, realizing their reign of terror is officially over. Blondie is on the ground promising to be a good boy now. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Our boy calls him by his government name, basically saying, "I know you're full of shit." Taishi says just taking his powers isn't enough, and he's about to make sure the lesson sticks this time. And one of the goons just fucking bolts. He heard "make sure the lesson sticks" and chose to live. The goon who ran is already snitching, screaming that Blondie made him do it. Loyalty is not in this dude's vocabulary. And the other goon immediately folds too, throwing Blondie under the bus. The whole squad is turning on each other. Our boy hits them with the "they did nothing wrong" line, setting up the justification for the ass-whooping to come. Taishi drops the skill name, Death Fear, and you know this is about to be some psychological warfare shit. Purin goes full Shadowbender, wrapping up the whole bully squad in its tentacles. Nobody's escaping this time. The runner gets caught mid-escape, learning the hard way that you can't outrun your karma. Blondie and his last remaining goon are getting the full shadow choke treatment. The fear is palpable. Our boy is giving them the cold, dead-eyed stare of a man who is completely done with their bullshit. And Blondie gets a front row seat to his worst nightmare, courtesy of the Death Fear skill. That's some serious mental damage. My man has left a drooling, broken mess. His brain just got a factory reset from the trauma. Our boy tells Blondie that was just a free sample of the trauma he's been dishing out for years. He hits them with the mic drop, saying their fear is nothing compared to what they put others through. And he leaves them with one final command: go think about your shitty life choices.